All right. That should hopefully do it. There we go. Mic check. How about now? Better. There we go. Yes. No good? We're hearing you. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, man. What a time to be in crypto. What a time to be alive. Welcome, everybody, to the chat. Let's see who we got here. So we started with, we got Ardesana, Haruna. Oh, man. I'm already struggling with names. Usually it's easier. Avi, welcome in. Fidel. Who else do we have? Sean, Colin, Carlos, Otano. Welcome, guys. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. The ticker symbol is Trump. Yes, it is. Adam, I see you in here. Ed Bennett, welcome in. We're seeing GS, welcoming back, GS. All right, everybody. We're going to have a fun stream. It's good. Trump coin to the moon, Matt. We got a lot to talk about, guys. Today was a very exciting day in crypto. Overall, sentiments are still high. Market correction across the meme coin sector was significant. We'll talk about some of the things that Trump did today in terms of enacting things into office. Was it the greatest? Not necessarily, but am I still bullish? 100%. Oof. Andrew coming in hot, saying Trump to $1,000. A lot to talk about. So let's go ahead and get prepared. All I ask is for those of you jumping in, smash the like button down below to hopefully attract more people to the stream, hit that YouTube algorithm, and then can subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We come on frequently. I'm trying to do streams more frequently. I'll be on the road very soon. But for now, I'm here. We're hanging out and we're going to have a good time. So welcome, everybody. I just ask to just be respectful to one another as we stream today and enjoy ourselves. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here to start us off. Cover overall market sentiment. Let's click share screen, entire screen. There we go. Boom. So we got some things to discuss. So the overall market today has been actually pretty strong. For those of you that are watching, Bitcoin broke right above 107,000. We know yesterday, prior to inauguration, we saw Bitcoin actually top its new all-time high, right around 109,200, just briefly, and then it retraced. The overall market's volume is a little bit lower today, but you're seeing, again, if we go to the meme coin category, memes just kind of consolidating, running sideways. Dogecoin did surge, though. And I think one of the reasons that we saw Dogecoin's strong price action is because all the things that were enacted in terms of executive orders with DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, going live in DC at the White House, now becoming a part of the governing bodies of the US. Shiba Inu 3.74%, but Trump coin rebounding nicely since last night, up 17.25% on the day, $21 billion. So guys, this is what I'm going to keep mentioning throughout the stream today is make sure you're paying attention to trade volume. Don't only look at price. Don't only look at market cap. Those two are indicators that your position is doing better or worse. Sure. But when you look at it from a long-term perspective, because volume is so strong on Trump coin, it's basically Pepe's volume plus Shiba Inu's volume plus Dogecoin's volume plus Bonk, Fartcoin, believe it or not, Pudgy Penguins, every single meme coin combined in volume gets close to where Trump coin is. One of my lights just went out. Isn't that creepy? I've been struggling with that light anyway. But anywho, so again, just overall, things are looking pretty good, I would say, for Trump coin. Even though price is not where we want it to be, it's still looking strong. So we saw even earlier today, and a lot of you probably are wondering, what the heck was that dip that we saw earlier? Right over here. And we'll discuss that in today's stream. There was some things that happened while Trump was discussing his meme coin live on the news. We see an NBC. We'll touch on that in just a second. But again, if you guys look at it, we ran up to over $75. We were looking very strong, had a retracement. Our first really big correction from $76 all the way down to right around 54. It touched support, ran up again to all-time high where we double topped. And then we saw a pretty strong correction downwards. And the reason for that correction was, of course, Melania coin ended up launching from the Trumps, which was kind of ridiculous in my opinion. Really poor timing, really poor decision-making when deciding to launch another meme coin as the momentum for the first one was doing so well. They got greedy. Volume was good. They could have kept the momentum going, but it corrected, and that's okay. So we saw it crash, and then we found our support at $30. Ran up again. Things were looking great. Of course, profit taking did happen, which is very natural in the crypto market because, again, from inauguration moments, right while he was speaking, we started seeing it run back up. He didn't mention his strategic Bitcoin reserve. We saw another retracement back down all the way to $30. So where did we touch $30? Once, twice, now 3 times, when a lot of people thought when Trump was discussing his meme coin, he said, I don't know anything about it, but there's more to it than meets the eye. So triple bottom, what's that mean? 1, 2, 3. We have found a liquidity zone. And for those of you that are new to trading or new to the crypto market, what is a liquidity zone? We can call it also a support zone, meaning there's a lot of, within the exchange order books, centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges, some actually offer limit orders. You have a lot of money that's getting ready to buy this dip on Trump coin, right around $30. So for those of you that are maybe sidelined or sitting on the side, we know right now, if you're looking for the most optimal entry, it's going to be right around $30. Now, with that being said, can we never reach $30 again? If tomorrow Trump starts discussing his executive orders regarding crypto, that could be 100% fact and true. And right now, again, when we're seeing a price action just from today, so let's go ahead and expand this a little bit. Excluding that crash candlestick, overall, we really saw a really nice ramp up, followed by, again, a secondary correction. But we're consolidating. We've been consolidating right now for the last 2.5 hours, right around $41. Meaning, again, can we see another correction tonight? I don't really foresee it. I think as soon as market opens for the Eastern Hemisphere, and I'm talking China, Taiwan, the Koreas, Australia, you're going to probably see volume pick back up and where we can push again to retest 48, 49. But I'm not really too worried or focused on short-term price action. And we'll talk about why that is throughout the stream today. But again, welcome to all 278 of you. Smash the like button down below and also consider subscribing to the channel if you want to support and like the content. So, DGen News, first and foremost, Trump came out and said the following. They're asking about. So here he was being interviewed on Fox by, there was a lot. I don't know what Trump is doing lately, but he loves the fact that a lot of news reporters are coming on board and discussing these things with him. But here he was being asked about his investment. So investment of the meme coin and launching it. And this is what he states. He said, I launched it. I thought it was very successful. I haven't checked it. Where is it today? He said. Interesting. Several $billion in the last several days, several billion in several days. And so again, what we know now is Trump admits to launching his own meme coin. He said, I launched it, but I didn't know or do anything else with it from there. And he was talking about the AI folks that were with him, Sam Altman and the Oracle CEO, that crew. So again, some big findings and big information that was sent out from Donald Trump. Number one, the fact is we know now for sure it's probably still within his team, but he admits to now launching this meme coin. So overall, that's extremely bullish for the cryptocurrency market. After this, people started panicking. And what he do? He took it one step further and then retweets his first tweet with his meme coin, puts it at the top of his news feed. Mind you, this tweet now has 101 million impressions just on X. I don't even know how many users there are on X. How many users are there on X, Twitter? Just to get an understanding, 611 million. So 1/6 of all X users, let's assume now it's maybe even 750 million. 1/7 of all X users saw Donald Trump's meme coin tweet. So for those of you that are saying Trump didn't do anything for crypto, the fact is he has onboarded the most amount of people in history from just a single cryptocurrency being launched onto the blockchain. Yes, the president of the United States. Yes, he's probably the most influential individual in the world right now because all eyes are on Trump. He's a Hollywood kind of guy. You guys got to remember, like, first and foremost, the guy, his personality, it catches people's attention. So from an attention economy standpoint, he's winning there. So, and then in addition to that, there was a bunch of stuff that did happen across the market. So we'll take it to DGen News. I really like DGen News, by the way, guys, because it's very quick and to the point. So Coinbase, of course, spot listing for, see, look at this, literally minute by minute, it was happening. So one of the more bullish things that also happened, going back to earlier today around 2:15 p.m. CST, Central Standard. It says here, Robinhood CEO Vlad Tenev celebrates moonshot. And guys, remember, there's always a link for moonshot down in the description, and I pinned it to the chat for those of you that are trying to onboard into meme coins, especially when it comes to Solana. So Moonshot's iOS app finance rankings leadership, as Moonshot enables Robinhood users to deposit on the meme coin trading platform directly. What's interesting is Chris, the CEO of Crypto.com, he went up and posted this, #1 in the USA. What did you know? What do you guys notice about Crypto.com's listing on the App Store right now? For those of you that have iPhones or Androids, as long as you have a smartphone, I should say, log in there and check. Go to the App Store and search Crypto.com and look what it says. Now it says buy BTC and Trump, because they know that's where the attention is. It's not just Bitcoin right now. It's not just Ethereum, Solana, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu. Now we're talking Trump coin is in the race for the hottest and biggest meme coin in the entire digital space. #2, over Coinbase even, is Moonshot. So a lot of you have been asking, why have you been talking about Moonshot so much? Why are you so excited about it? And first and foremost, I think it's cool the fact that they give up to $100 free to every single person. And obviously it's working as the #2 finance app in the world, passing Robinhood, TurboTax, and it's not even tax season, so I wonder why TurboTax is so high. PayPal, Cash App, Credit Karma. Moonshot is ranked second over Coinbase and behind Crypto.com. That is pretty massive if you guys ask me. So again, I will reiterate, for those of you that are trying to onboard or you have friends asking, how do I buy this? How do I buy that? How do I get this meme coin? How do I get that meme coin? Well, for those of you that are looking into Trump or trying to get into Trump, it's simple. Moonshot. I think it's the easiest onboarding tool. Crypto.com, you got to do like a whole thing with KYC, other than an email, wait for verification. With Moonshot, it's instantaneous. Within literally an hour or two, you're going to be able to sign up and get registered. So again, I encourage it. I recommend it, but never financial advice. You got to make your own decisions. So Crypto.com, let's go back to DGen News for a second. Robinhood congratulating Moonshot, which has been basically just all about Trump coin. Hedge manager David Ironhorn declares we have reached the blank stage of the market. He calls it fart coin stage of the market. This is actually hilarious, guys. Meme coins are being discussed at a hedge fund level. We're talking just insanity. And another thing that's extremely bullish is, you guys probably saw earlier today, Coinbase is requiring people that are trying to buy on their spot trading Solana a 21-hour period to reach and get the ability to deposit a processed Solana transaction. 21 hours. That means the network is congested. That means a lot of people are flowing into crypto. And the other thing I want to talk about for just a second too is a lot of people have been calling the top, meaning that they think that right now we are in the top of the cryptocurrency market, right? And the reason that I'm not going to agree with that whatsoever is there's many reasons, but I think the #1 reason is I think Trump coin came preemptively. It came extremely early in the cycle where we typically would expect it. And again, that's atypical. We wouldn't expect such a big meme coin that is going to shift the entire crypto space to go live at literally day 0 of the bull run. In everyone's opinion as a whole, if you look at the entire market, based off of the reactions that we saw, the market expected and wanted to just kind of start gradually going back up. Bitcoin was above 100K holding. We were waiting for a strong altcoin season. And we know Bitcoin and Solana pairs being usually the first two to start running based off the 2021 cycle. And then we see everything else follow. Trump kind of, again, gave us that 180-degree turnaround that was just unexpected. And that was dropping his own meme. So with that being said, do I think it's at the top? We're at the top? Absolutely not. Do I think Trump coin is at its top and right now it's going to consolidate and just die? Absolutely not. I think the upside is way greater than the downside still. And the reality, I think, right now with crypto is a lot of attention's on this coin. The attention will probably calm down unless Trump decides to start doing stuff actively and proactively with the meme coin that he created. And from there, we can start to kind of see the onboarding of crypto rotation and people who have came into the crypto market for Trump coin will start to explore other options, being whether it's major layer ones like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, you name it, Cardano, Tron, or could it be that people are going to start getting interested and rotating into other meme coins like Dogecoin, Shiba, Pepe, Bonk, Pudgy Penguin, Doge, or Dog with Hat, you name it. The question right now is we don't know, but all I know is based off of sentiment. And one of the people I like to follow on X, Pentoshi. So you guys see, I refer back to X a lot because I do think that Twitter and CT, it's a really good place to get fast information. And he says here, look how many ETFs have been filed today. They all want your coins. And you can see that over on DGen News. Where was it? It was earlier today, right here. Trump, Bonk, and Dogecoin ETFs filed with the SEC. You guys, literally, this was not expected whatsoever for this cryptocurrency. Not for this coin, not this early. I was expecting we would see meme coin ETFs maybe being applied for towards the end of the cycle, but not at the very beginning. So again, for those of you wondering, are we at the top of the cycle? It's simple to look at. Look at Bitcoin's behavior from previous cycles. 2017, we topped right around December 2017 at 19,100. 4 years later, we topped December 2021, nearly November, December 2021. So where does that mean we top 4 years later? Because again, crypto comes in 4-year cycles. We're talking again, maybe November, December 2025. Where do I expect Bitcoin? Usually we're seeing a 3x multiple across highs to high point to high point between cycles. So I think from 60 to 70K, we can probably see within this cycle, this year, anywhere between $180,000 to $250,000 BTC. Where does that put the rest of the market? Just understand that inflows coming through Bitcoin, and then people will rotate into altcoins, and then they'll also then rotate into meme coins. So when do I start getting scared and start worrying about, maybe it's time to start considering scaling down my portfolio in preparation for a big sell-off in the market? Is when meme coins have triple-digit gains. And when I say that, I mean Dogecoin having 200-300% gains in a single day. SHIB, Trump coin. If we ever see Trump coin hit 200-300% 24-hour increases towards maybe the end of the year, that's your sign that, hey, I got in early. I shouldn't be greedy. I should probably start to cycle out. But I think between now and then, a 10, 15x in price is very much on the table for Trump coin. Meaning, $400, $500 per token, I don't think is off the table. So again, just my opinion based off what I'm seeing. And if we're talking institutional money coming in for the first time, that is going to be pretty dang massive. We'll see though. Too many question marks right now, but I'm extremely, extremely positive that based off sentiment, overall analysis, and these ETF filings that we're seeing at insane rates, things are looking extremely bullish. And look what Brian Armstrong said. Let me know in the comments. Can you guys hear this, by the way, if I turn it on? Let's see. Boom. One sec here. Can you guys hear Brian Armstrong on the stream? Let me know. Can you guys hear that real quick in the chat? Anybody? No. Okay, when I play it, no audio. Okay, so basically, Brian Armstrong was asked earlier today about when or how far do you think that this how far do you think Bitcoin can go? That's what he was asked. Mind you, this bald guy right here is a pretty important man. He co-founded through Y Combinator many years ago, Coinbase, and he stated that he thinks ETF inflows brought in a whole lot of new customers and a whole lot of new interest into crypto. Clear legislation path is the other thing that he mentioned. Number 2, strategic Bitcoin reserve. Again, big catalyst number 3 that a lot of people are anticipating and expecting. And he said if the US takes that path, the rest of the G20 nations will also follow in suit, because they kind of look at the US as a tech hub, right? Because we have some of the biggest tech companies, if not the biggest tech companies in the world: Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, Nvidia, you name it. And more key people, key persons, and key countries like Switzerland and others are also looking at strategic Bitcoin reserves. So again, guys, the fact that he thinks, and he literally states in the interview, into the multiple millions in price range over time, Bitcoin becomes the new gold standard. So for those of you that have jumped into the stream, and yeah, I understand that you guys couldn't hear the video, but those of you that jumped into the stream, like, yes, we're talking about Trump, but my deep conviction and my place of knowledge, aside from the fact that we have fun and enjoy meme coins as a space, we need to all understand and make sure the most important thing to have in your portfolio, if you're exposed to crypto, is Bitcoin. Doesn't matter how much. I don't care how much. Just make sure you start exposing yourself to Bitcoin, because that's the only true financial advice I can give anybody that watches these streams is slowly but surely just scale in. If you have $100 to your name, put in $5, 5% risk. Don't do more than that. But every so often, just throw money into BTC. Dollar cost averaging. Don't worry about the price right now, because when you look at it from a long-term perspective, it's going to continue to outpace the S&P 500. It's going to continue to outpace all major markets, all major assets and asset classes, because Bitcoin is the gold standard. With that being said, if you're bullish on Bitcoin, also you should probably be bullish on other altcoins. And so that's where things come back when it comes to Trump coin. Is right now he has 4 years to make sure this coin succeeds. 4 años. 4 years. 4 سنين. This man literally has the longest runway to ensure success. We have 86 days before tokens begin to unlock. That's a number that you need to also make sure you keep in mind. So 3 months from January the 17th, February 17th, March 17th, April 17th. Mark that date down, write it on a piece of paper, or memorize it. Just make sure you're fixated on that date. Why? Because that is the date that tokens begin to unlock for the Trump team that launched Trump coin. So if we have 3 months, meaning a lot of people are probably going to anticipate that as a selling that date event. But what if, and what if, it's a big what if, they decide at that given moment, that's when things are going to start actually ramping up for the project. What I'm hoping though, is we break all-time high, and then the chart consolidates at a new all-time high for however long it needs. So not at $40, not at $50, somewhere around its all-time high, because then it's going to make it a little bit different than a typical meme coin type experiment. Let's look at Dogecoin. If you guys go back to 2021, and between 2021 and now, Dogecoin had its run up where it ran literally from 5 cents on March the 10th, 2021, all the way over a 2-month period to 68 cents, meaning it went up by almost 15x in price. Can we see that a similar kind of run up for Trump coin? I think it's always going to be on the table. The fact that we've had a retrace and a consolidation time gave new traders and people that were like, oh my God, I'm never buying this coin at the top, I need it to retrace before I can even enter. That's when you're going to start seeing new inflows come in. So pay attention to volume. I'm going to keep mentioning volume and keep mentioning volume and keep mentioning volume. And we need this thing to break out, hopefully sooner rather than later, whether it's Trump that's one of the catalysts or not. We need to make sure that we're paying attention to how much liquidity is being moved on this token. So right now, there's this tab on CoinMarketCap. For those of you that don't know, if you click this markets tab right here on CoinMarketCap, it shows you liquidity for each token. How much money is being traded on every single exchange? Because remember, the most important thing for exchanges is volume. If volume is high, exchanges will continue to have to hopefully buy up more of the token to inject it back into its exchange, right? They have to buy it from the decentralized world, put it into the crypto. So if you have a lot of buy pressure, you have a lot of traders filling up exchange order books with just pure bunch of buys, there's always going to be some form of selling, because that's how market participants work and how markets work. But if you have a lot more buy pressure than sell pressure, exchanges will run out of tokens. They don't have an infinite supply. So with that being said, they have to go out and buy more, put it into their exchange to continue to fill those buckets as they empty. That's kind of how I always think about it, is the bucket analogy. So with that being said, I think, again, right now for Trump coin, a lot of people are like, where is this going? How far will it go? You can speculate all you want. I just think, again, we break all-time high, hopefully go up significantly. Right, I think the $100 mark would be really good for us to kind of maybe have a nice breakout and then consolidate around $100 for a little while. I think that would be totally fine, even if it's days or weeks, before really taking a huge run up prior to that 90-day period being completed for when the tokens unlock. And then from there, we kind of see what's the big plan? What are they going to do? What is Trump going to do? He talked about it today on the news. A lot of people weren't expecting it, but I think within this week, hopefully before Friday market close, we're expecting the strategic Bitcoin reserve, or at least some kind of information about what does the framework for crypto moving forward look like. And one of the most bullish things that I wanted to also mention is what was mentioned was earlier today, right here, the SEC Crypto 2.0. This is massive, by the way, like absolutely massive. Make sure you guys also really understand what this all means, because this is huge. So what happened? Well, first and foremost, we have had an announcement today about SEC Crypto 2.0. And the person that's running the SEC Crypto 2.0 is also a very big figure. Acting chairman announces formation of new crypto task force. And I think you pronounce his name Ueda, and I might be wrong. Don't kill the messenger here. Commissioner Hester Pierce will lead agency-wide effort, and this is exactly what the United States has been asking for so long. What are the three catalysts that I just talked about from Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase? He said, A, strategic Bitcoin reserve. B, regulatory framework and legislation that ensures the success for crypto, where there's no more speculating and getting subpoenaed whenever they felt like it under Gensler's SEC. And then 3 is the continued expansion across nations of interest and increased interest in the crypto and digital asset space. And right now, we know that's literally happening right now. So, Washington, D.C., January 21st, 2025, literally today. I'm going to take a quick drink before I read this. Make sure you guys are drinking water. You know me, I'm a big advocate. So, okay. Today, SEC acting chairman Mark Ueda launched a crypto task force dedicating to developing a comprehensive, clear regulatory framework for crypto assets. Commissioner Hester Pierce will lead the task force. Richard Gabbert, senior advisor to the acting chairman, Taylor Asher, senior policy advisor to the acting chairman, will serve as task force chief of staff and chief policy officer, respectively. So far, we know for this SEC Crypto 2.0, these are all individuals that have either shown direct exposure to crypto within their own portfolios. So nobody fuds their own back, right? So that's the first thing you guys got to make sure you embrace here. That's massive. Number 2, drawing from talented staff across the agency, the task force will collaborate with commissioner, staff, and public to set the SEC on a sensible, the key word here, guys, sensible regulatory path that respects the bounds of the law. Because what we've seen previously is the attack on crypto. Do you guys remember when Biden was in office and he stated crypto, he said, I think literally per quote, crypto bros should be taxed at a 50% tax rate or higher. That made no sense. How, from a capital gains perspective, are you going to tax people at a 50% regardless of tax bracket? Again, insensible, fudding our bags, fudding our positions, and then basically saying you need to start KYCing for all decentralized assets. So you're telling me that every single person with a wallet, whether it's on a centralized exchange or not, needs to start fully doxing and KYCing and understanding how money is being moved when this is supposed to be, again, a non-governed entity? Interesting. So sensible, I think that's the big word that I'm embracing here, regulatory path that respects the bounds of the law. To date, the SEC has relied primarily on enforcement actions to regulate crypto retroactively and reactively, often adopting novel and untested legal interpretations along the way. Literally what Brian was talking about, Brian Armstrong, Coinbase CEO. Clarity regarding who must register and practical solutions for those seeking to register have been elusive. The result has been confusion about what is legal, which creates an environment hostile to innovation and conducive to fraud. The SEC can do better. I couldn't agree with those statements more. So the market reacted. And the most important thing is market reactions to these types of news articles. So as soon as that happened, we saw Bitcoin begin to start running again. Because again, we saw a sell-off. And this article was published right around 250, like I think it was right around here. So again, we saw Bitcoin start to pump back up. It was running on the SEC news, a little bit of a retracement. As we know, nighttime volume is low. But again, in the next couple hours here, I'm expecting that we can potentially break a new all-time high for BTC over the next 24 hours, to be honest. I don't think it's off the table. So a lot of positivity, in my opinion. I think overall the market is looking good. Make sure you get exposure to the crypto assets you believe in, because again, I know people were panicking when from here, we went to from $50 that we hit earlier today, intraday high, all the way down to right around $31, $32. People were freaking out. And I was like, what's going on? Why is everyone so much in panic? Because it made no sense, honestly. It made zero sense, but that's what happens. New traders, new onboarding of normies, people will start to panic sell. Let's see what the chat is saying. I bought at 1250. Money. That is an excellent entry, in my opinion. I sold at 56. That's a huge gain. So congratulations. I don't think you did anything bad there. I'm in at 23 and 37. Two really good entries. I think right between 4 days ago and now, I don't think there's probably a bad entry. Even if you bought the tippy top, I really don't think that's a bad entry. Let's see, Bobby. I should have sold at $49. I don't think so. I think, again, you can think what you want, but this is the president of the United States we're talking about. This is not just another meme coin that's here for the next 15, 20 days. You're talking about a 4-year cycle, and you're talking about a 4-year presidency. This could very well become a multi, like hundreds of $billion in valuation meme coin for the first time. It's possible. It's not off the table. I bought at 28. Now I have 28 Trump coins. I'm holding. What do you think I should do? Spexy, man, it's up to you. I think you have decent exposure, though. I don't know what your risk tolerance. I don't know where you sit in terms of market exposure for the rest of your portfolio. But 28 at 28, I mean, you're up significantly, but I think we do break all-time high very soon. So again, kind of make a decision based off that, based off where we're going and how far we are from all-time highs currently. That's what I would keep in mind for sure. Hold. I would agree, Bobby. I don't think it's a bad idea to hold right now, especially on a dip or consolidation. Guys, when you see this on a chart, right, this kind of movement, and mind you, I'm looking at the 15-minute chart. So let's go to the 1-hour chart real quick. It's just too new of a project. So I think the 5-minute would probably make the most sense. But do you see that? Do you see these little bands that are happening right here? That means swing traders are buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. A lot of volatility. So whenever you see that, and I know, again, this is a 5-minute chart and these are 5-minute candles, but you're seeing, again, these are people just trading and making profits and selling, taking profits, selling, taking profits, buying and selling, buying and selling. But consolidation is good. But again, because it can usually lead to the breakout to the upside, depending on volume and depending on momentum. So right now, I don't think momentum is by any means cooled off. This is the longest we've probably consolidated since this token has even launched at a steady level. So I think the next breakout is going to probably be pretty dang strong. We'll watch and see. But yeah. Assorted weirdness, interesting name, says just hold. Yeah, I'm holding personally. I hold a pretty big position too. Nothing small whatsoever. Very good. Consolidation, that's good. Bruno, I agree, man. I do agree. Bro, I have 510 coins. Should I hold? 510 coins? My man, you got a lot of coins. That's $20,000 worth. That's a good amount. But the question right now for you is, if it gets back to all-time high at $75, where does that put your 500 coins? You're talking some substantial gains that could be made if it just goes back to ATH, right? So 510 coins. You guys know me pulling up these desktop calculators. 510 times 75, you're talking $38,000. If you sell now, 510 times $40.90, 20,859. Depending on what your entry was, that's what I would kind of consider before reaching for it. I'm gonna keep my calculator up in case people have more. Nah, I'm gonna close it because it's kind of ugly. AXGT, I have no idea what that is. I have significant exposure to crypto, but I've never heard of that. I bought it at $4, bought 4,000 coins, still holding. Sheesh. 4,000 coins. Let's just do some math. 4,000 times 40.9. It's $163,000. Dude, congratulations. On a $4 entry, that's massive. Yeah, you've made a lot of money. Dude, congratulations. Matt Black with an E. Yo, what's up, SA? What's going on, man? It's funny because I think a few people think I'm Latino, but I'm actually not. I'm Sudanese American, so originally from Sudan. Botify. I do like Botify, Nanny. Huge, huge on Botify. I've been definitely talking about that on the X front. Trump. The ticker symbol is Trump, guys. The 40 freaking seventh president of the United States of America launched a meme coin. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. That's all I believe, and that's all I can say. Is you're literally an N of one, which is insane. 400 mil entry? Get out of here. There's no way you got in at 400 million. Unless you knew something that most people didn't. That means you got in at literally minute 2 of the token launching. That would be absolutely nuts. XRP still a good buy, even at the low scale? Of course. I don't think XRP can ever be a bad. Like freaking Brad Garlinghouse was seen with Donald Trump and JD Vance just hanging out at the inauguration. Of course, I think that there's too many with the new SEC and everything else in terms of regulation. XRP is looking extremely good, so I think it's going to be pretty nice. That's again just my opinion. What do you think about XRP? Extremely bullish. I have exposure to XRP, have it in my portfolio, and it's a long-term hold for sure. Time to buy in now, Rocky. I wouldn't say no during consolidation. Right now, it's still just even intraday. We saw $50 and it went up. $50 went down about 20% from intraday high. I think right now is a better entry than at this point. Better entry than here. You'd be getting in at a much better price than a lot of people. So I don't see why not. 4 years to grow. Mr. Bao, I 100% agree. We got a long presidency ahead. And with that being said, I think we have a long road for some success to start happening, moving and shaking. Literally, while Trump was talking, this thing started pumping like crazy. And Trump is going to be talking a lot over the next 4 years. He loves being on the news. He loves having discussions about crypto. He loves talking money. The guy's a capitalist, for goodness sake. So take that. Keep that in mind. How much XRP? How would XRP reach $1,000 per coin? That'd be insane. If you want XRP to reach $1,000 per coin, oh my God, $1,000 per coin, bro. That's not a 10x. That's not a 100x. You're talking 300x from here. So a $30 trillion market cap. What's Nvidia's market cap? S&P 500 companies by market cap. Here we go. If you want XRP to reach $1,000 per coin, bro, you're talking. Yeah, I think that sounds crazy to me. I mean, I'm not here to be the person or a bearer of bad news, but if you look at the biggest company in the world right now is Apple stock price. Apple is valued at a 3.35 trillion. So you're saying that XRP would 10x Apple's market cap? The iPhones of the world and the Mac products and the AI and the data center and big data. I don't think so, man. Not 300x from here. Do I think XRP can hit a nice 10x this bull run? Why not? 1,000% returns are on the table. Should I buy Trump right now or wait for a dip? Brian, Trump is on a dip. If you look at it from consolidation, right now we're literally consolidating at 490. We've been at 490 for God knows how long now. It's been a while. I don't know. To me, I think it's at a reasonable point. Let's pull up a simplified chart instead of something so convoluted. Right here. $41.08. Yes, depending on price. Would XRP hit $100? I'm not going to say no. I think it depends on where Bitcoin ends at the end of the cycle. If Bitcoin taps 250K, I think XRP can hit $30, $40. If Bitcoin taps 500K, I think you can then double that target for XRP. So why not? How long did it take for you to be profitable? L Cool J. What do you mean by that? My first exposure to crypto, I'll tell you right now. You guys, this is kind of a funny story. 2017 was in college, and I was like, yeah, man, I want to figure out this crypto stuff because I remember just watching Bitcoin go up by 5, 10% every day, 20%, 30%. I was like, what the heck is this thing? I got in and I bought Litecoin at like $100 and it went to $350. And then it started going down and I bought more and going down and I bought more and going down. I didn't know there was going to be an end to the fun. And I ended up losing a bunch of money in 2017. And then I left crypto 2018. I was gone 19, 20, 2021. I started reestablishing a portfolio. And that was the first year that I started taking true profits and making money. So it's been about 4 years now of being able to profit take appropriately in crypto. Been buying Bitcoin since the last few years. 2022 is kind of my double down year for BTC 2023. And it's been a great decision. It's been fantastic, man. It's been a fun ride watching it grow. Shiba. Love SHIB. You guys know that. That was my biggest conviction play in 2021. Now, as dilution happened and more entities have entered the space for memes and more competitors, I think SHIB does have good upside, but I think there's bigger upside. Like, for example, with Trump coin, I do think it has bigger upside. Trump to $500, I don't think that's far-fetched from a realistic standpoint. A 10x from here puts it at Dogecoin's all-time high, which is $400.10. And then from there, if you're telling me we can get to $100 billion valuation as a true market cap before token unlocks happen in April 17th, absolutely, man. That's good. Thank you. I got you, L Cool J. That's a cool jacket you got on, man. I love the tie. Looking fresh. Been a long journey. Dope boys. Yes, sir. It has, man. It's not easy. With crypto, unfortunately, if this is your first cycle, most likely, especially, I mean, now though, with the fact that there's so much tools and utilities you can use, again, you have online, you have the YouTube space, you have ChatGPT. You can literally create a profit-taking strategy with ChatGPT. I don't know if you guys saw that, but you can use AI to help you with profit-taking strategies if you want to learn something. How much SHIB and what price did you buy at? How much Shiba? I bought SHIB a while ago, man. This was a while ago. And I took profits back in 2021 when it was running really high. I still have a pretty strong position. I bought a lot of SHIB down here, a lot of Shiba Inu. Then I took profits along the way up here. And then I bought more down here and this consolidation period for the last couple of years. And didn't take any profits this year, though. It's been kind of running sideways. So still extremely bullish on SHIB. I think Saitoshi, he has the potential to really make this project successful. It kind of just depends on how the market conforms overall. But I think, again, it's gonna do well. My gut feeling is it's gonna do well. I don't know why there's like these gaps. I'm watching my stream and it looks like there's gaps in it. Do you guys see that? Not on my screen, but just on the stream. Do you guys see gaps? Pepe, bullish on Pepe, man. I'm a meme coin guy. I really like meme coins. Is Trump worth buying at $40? 2005 PE. I think, again, going back to all the things when it comes to his presidency and what this guy's doing, like, think about it like this. What better place to get impressions or get people onboarded to crypto other than your president? I don't know if you're in the US. If you're in the US or in the globe, the president of the United States has his meme coin top of his social media platforms, both on his own, Truth Social, and over on X, Twitter. Let that just sink in and you can understand that. And you have Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy. Like, Michael Saylor has been going crazy, by the way, right? Let me unmute for a second. Earlier this morning, MicroStrategy has acquired 11,000 Bitcoin for $1.1 billion at 101,191 Bitcoins or per Bitcoin and achieved a BTC yield of 1.69%. You have institutions continuously buying MSTR. MicroStrategy continues to buy Bitcoin. Look at their performance. Their performance overall over the last 6 months, year to date, just this year, they're up 29%. In the last year, 727% uptick because they've been so exposed to BTC and they're trading at all-time highs. So again, institutions are going to see these kind of numbers and people are going to want a piece of the pie. You selling your tokens right now, whether it's Trump coin, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's Ethereum, whether it's XRP, I think that's going to be one of the biggest regrets and mistakes you can have, because everything right now is still extremely undervalued and we are early. You are amongst, think about it like this. Let's look at Trump coin on SoulScan. I'm going to pull up SoulScan real quick. SoulScan is just a place you can kind of look and see. This is Melania Trump. Let's pull up the official Trump coin. 801,336 holders of the token. Right now, we are one of 800,000 human beings that have bought Trump coin. Okay? Understood. Now the question is, how many holders are there for Bitcoin? How many people hold BTC? Let's do a quick Google search. There's 106 million. 106 million. This is just an estimation. We'll take Google, take it with a grain of salt from Google. 106 million human beings that are holding Bitcoin, meaning that Trump has 106 times more to grow for it to reach the amount of holders that Bitcoin holds today. Interesting. This is when you should start raising a brow and start wondering, what does that even mean? 77 million human beings voted for Trump to get him into office. He won the popular vote and electoral vote because he's now the president. But he, again, has won by 77 million people who voted for him. Only 800,000 of them have now invested into crypto. And of those, I'm going to guess 20% are from the US. The rest are international traders. Maybe some of you that are in the chat. So with that being said, what is my answer? I think, again, we are all extremely early for this. And if you can call it whatever you want, right? Scheme, a meme, what, we don't know what the intentions are of this meme coin, but the fact is he launched it and he's the most influential person. So you're not going to get a better narrative than that. Terry Arango, thank you so much for the 99 cents. Wish you sent a message as well. Maybe I need to pay attention to chat, but appreciate your support, my friend. Thank you for supporting the channel, and smash the like button, guys. That's all I can ask for. It's for free. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to the channel if you find the information useful. Again, really appreciate all of you, all the new subs. It's been nuts just watching how much people are actually looking into Trump coin. That's what's been so fun and interesting, is there's a huge influx of brand new traders and brand new people coming into the crypto market for the first time. And that's seen just through literally viewership and content. So that's really, it's been enjoyable. It's been enjoyable to see and watch. Been hearing a lot of people ask that question. Daman Handra. Hi, mate. Shall I hold Trump or sell it now? I don't think it's worth selling. That's my opinion. You do what you want, but I'm not selling. I don't think it's the right time to sell right now. Not on a slight retrace. Volume still high, $21 billion and 21.42 billion. Guys, Trump coin is trading more than Solana by double. It's trading more than XRP by nearly triple. Think about that for a moment. It's almost trading as much as Ethereum in terms of 24-hour trade volume. There's no other cryptocurrency in the market that is doing those numbers. Keep that in mind. It's the most traded cryptocurrency aside from Bitcoin and Ethereum in the world. Let's see. Who's this guy? No. Let's say he really benefits the crypto space overall. I see people buying Trump coin and send it to 100 billion. Exactly. And I think, Fan, you make a good point here, because Trump's coin's performance is going to be based off of how he performs at the higher cryptocurrency level, right? For the entire market, what is the performance of Trump? What's he going to do? As he continues to push for this Bitcoin reserve, start onboarding other countries, other entities, other institutions to start adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet, like Tesla did back in 2021, I think that's going to shift the entire sentiment forever. Don't forget that Elon tweet from last year when he said, hey, Tesla is going to be buying, I think it was $1 billion worth of BTC. Once that happened, we saw Bitcoin just skyrocket. It almost went up by 30%. I think it was 25% in a single day. That same effect's going to happen, but maybe 3, 4, 5 folds over if the US decides to buy billions of dollars worth of BTC, right? So you got to think about it kind of from a holistic standpoint. Another question that we're seeing a lot from Amir Hassan. Should we buy more Trump? If you believe that he's going to do positive things for the space and it's going to overall perform well, I don't see why not. Right now, $41.32. I still think, in my opinion, based off where it once was and where it is now in the last couple of days, it's still undervalued. Could go either way, though. That's the thing with crypto. There's no guarantees, and black swans can happen at any time. So make sure you can keep that considered as well. Hi, have a nice day, fellas. That's kind of nice. Thank you, Flash. Thank you, Flash. I'm extremely new to this. I just recently started following you just a little bit for guidance. I think I'll hold until we hit 100, then sell, buy again, hoping for more profit. Yeah. And again, guys, scaling out is never a bad idea, right? That's the most important thing you can do in the cryptocurrency market is once set arbitrary or maybe set some guidance targets for yourselves. Like some guy on the Trump today said he got in, or excuse me, on the stream today said he got in at, I think it was 40. He got in at $4, way down here. It's even better entry than me. Very good entry. So if you're up 10x, 1,000% on your money, why are you still playing around with the money you've earned, your hard-earned cash? Pull out your initial investment. Let the rest ride the wave. We've been mentioning that time and time again. Pull out profits as time goes on. Take those profits, either reinvest them on dips, reinvest them whenever, but it's never a bad idea to profit take, do what you got to do. Because I'm not here to sell anybody a dream. All I'm trying to tell you guys is try to make sure you just are paying attention to the overall macros and also where the market is going overall, right? Because if the market sentiment is poor, Trump coin is also going to do probably poorly. Hey, thank you so much, Zorro, for the 10. Appreciate you. And that's euros. We're talking European folks coming in. Hey, I'm brand new into crypto, don't have much money, but I bought 500 euros worth of Trump when it was at $32, now 41, and I made €100 profit. Congratulations. Do I just hold? Any advice would help. Zorro, that's a great question, man. Again, thank you so much for the 10. All I'm going to say is this. The simplest way to put it, what does 500 euros mean to you, Zorro? You got to answer that question first. If 500 euros to you is not money you are willing to lose, then what's the easiest thing you can do? You can take out the initial 500 euros that you spent on Trump coin, and now you have 100 euros in profit that stays in Trump coin. But if it goes to zero for whatever reason, I don't think that's going to happen, then guess what? You no longer have risk in the market. You are now playing with the money that literally came to you for free as profits. But of course, that does decrease your upside, because if it does 2x or 3x or 10x, then you might miss out on a pretty big differential. So that's when we say, like, do your research, make those decisions, just so you're not trading emotionally. If 500 euros to you means you're going to trade emotionally, and if it dips, you're going to be scared to buy the dip, then I don't think it's a good idea for you to hold the full position. Hedging is always a good idea, in my opinion. Hedging meaning decreasing your risk by taking some profits out if you're up. Now, again, are we probably going to still see more upside? I think so. But I'm here to be a realist, and I'm here to be honest, and I'm here to be just telling you guys what I would personally do. But I think, again, there's too many positive catalysts as the entire markets are looking extremely bullish. Remember, the big thing that we got to mention is this man right here, Mr. Michael Saylor himself, was at the inauguration in DC on the 20th. That is extremely bullish, because we know his take on Bitcoin, and we know he's been talking and having discussions with Trump and the administration on how we can make Bitcoin's reserve function in the US and why it makes sense. This is the person you want talking bullish about your crypto project. So I hope that makes sense, Zorro. And I think, again, Trump coin is still undervalued to where it once was already at 75, now 41. We'll see what happens if he ends up discussing it, talking about it, and pushing the project. I think he will, but only time will tell. Again, Terry, thank you so much for the 2. Can you look at Baby Pepe, the one with 3.5 million market cap? Oh, man. Terry, I'm sorry. I appreciate your support, but when it comes to these very small meme coins, it's too risky to discuss at such an early stage. just because of again, this is a Trump ticker symbol Trump coin YouTube stream. So I want to kind of focus on that. But again, you just want to be careful. I just want to be careful with mentioning small 3 million, 2 million, $1 million. But that's just at that point, pure degeneracy. It can do well. I don't know. But again, I don't want to get people wrecked. So I hope that makes sense. Grand Floors and More. Looks like you have your own company. Congratulations if you're a business owner. Bought at the last peak at $48. Big Trump texted you on Insta to see how much. Do you think tomorrow will recover with opening of the traditional markets? Grand Floors and More. Well, I'll make sure to check Instagram DMs. I haven't really been looking at Instagram for a while. Thank you for the 5. I think the previous speak, so I'm meaning you bought earlier this morning. So Grand, isn't this interesting? I'm gonna mention one thing real quick here, guys. The most interesting thing about crypto is how the psychology of the cryptocurrency market works. So you guys saw Grand Floor said they bought at the peak right here at $48. Earlier today, as Trump coin kept on going up and up and up. Psychology tells us when things are green and bullish, that's the right time to buy. But the worst time to buy is on a strong upward momentum. If it seems too good to be true, there's probably a reason as to why. But I think, again, the most important thing to pay attention to right now is with Trump coin, I think the upside is bigger than the downside. I think, again, doubling down and buying dips is always going to put you at a better place than buying on a green, strong momentum candle. A lot of new traders, a lot of you that are new, and I know a lot of you are new to this channel, you just got to make sure you're being careful. Be extremely careful in terms of the timing of your purchases for whatever cryptocurrency you're watching or you're trying to buy into. Make sure you're looking at the overall sentiment. Make sure you're looking at the momentum. Don't buy tops. Never, ever let yourself buy tops. Instead, scale in, identify times, and hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, I don't think $48 is the tippy top. Again, I don't know. We just need to see what Trump is going to actually do with this meme coin. Right now, there's still speculation. It's question marks. So I think that's the direction I'm going. And that's what I'm hedging right now is, can it reach back to its all-time high? I think so. Depending on how much money you put in, how much risk there's in, you're not down too much right now. So again, if you get stomach volatility, so be it. If you can't, then I'll just be extremely careful. I got 17 coins at $65, so I'm holding. Raja, thank you so much for the $2.50, or I guess €2.50, if you guys call them cents. But $65, like you see, guys, people got in. There's so many different entries for Trump. People got in up here when it was literally surging, especially people who were trading on Binance and after futures went live. I'll take a sip of water. So again, excuse me. So with that being said, when you saw that surge, we were literally live streaming. It went from like $35 all the way to $70 within a few hour live stream, which was pure insanity. You got to make sure you're just at that point being careful, because chasing green candles is easy. But as Raja said, I'm holding. If you want to sell for a loss, anybody can, but I just don't really foresee it being, this is it. Like the coin is done for after this. I think it's still too early. Shut up about Melania. Why shouldn't I transfer some Trump to Melania? Why they are moving similar? I don't think it's, I don't know. For me, I'm only holding Trump coin. I'm not holding derivatives. I'm not holding the other ones, the other family, whatever. It's up to you. I mean, I'm sure it could probably do well. If Trump coin does well, Melania coin will probably do well too. But I just don't want that kind of risk. I don't want to add more, because that to me is a second mover, right? And you're buying the beta play. You're not buying the alpha play. So why spread money thin? It could do well though. That's the fact. Sierra Shaw, thank you again for the 2. Appreciate your support. Guys, all I ask for is just smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And then consider subscribing if you find the content useful or helpful. That's all. We have 600 viewers on 160 likes. Can do better. You guys are still awesome, man. Thank you. Don't be a beta. Michael Rodriguez. Yeah, you could buy both, says Lambos. If you want Lambos, I guess maybe. XRP versus Trump, both are around 200% ROI. Oof, that's a hot take, but I don't think you're wrong. I don't think for at least a short term, I think it's on the table for sure. I don't see Trump coin not doing well. And if Trump, because think about it, guys, here, this is what I'm going to say. This is Trump's last term. In the United States, you can only serve 2 presidential terms. But imagine someone like Trump, what is his personality? He has a very big ego. He wants to ensure during presidency that he shows the world why he is the chosen one, why he's so great. So if you are somebody like Trump and you launched a meme coin the day before you take the presidential seat, the day before, 48 hours, Friday, before Monday is your inauguration, you launch a meme coin on Friday. Do you think you would be okay with it failing or dying? Think about that for a moment. If the answer is no, then why shouldn't this token succeed? A lot of people are calling it scams and this and that. Trust me, Trump doesn't have, he's gonna, literally, he will destroy his reputation forever. Because there's 800,000 people's money on the line at this point. 800,000 holders of Trump coin. There's no way he's gonna let it fail. I just don't see that on the table. And you can see the sentiment from true crypto traders, not the new guys, the true guys that have been here for a while. You guys know I like to talk about Ansem quite a bit on the channel. Again, Sierra, appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 99 cents. Sierra Shah, showing a lot of support. Thank you. Here. Look at this. Let's scroll down to earlier today. He just retweeted again. Thanks for playing. Like, unfollow tier 10, because tier 10 is one of the reasons that we saw the Big FUD campaign. But it says here, the most blank clickbait headline he could post here is Trump on Trump with description below. Because he even talked about it. He said, Trump stated in this specific clip that he used the word, a couple billion dollars, that's peanuts. What if he wants this to become a multi-trillion dollar I don't know. Imagine he just creates he enacts something into the plan of making Trump coin a form of currency for a certain, I don't know, guys. Trump on Trump, I don't know much about this other than I launched it. I heard it was very successful. I haven't checked yet. And then people got bearish on that. I would be extremely bullish overall. So again, I think we just need to see a breakout right now. Omega, thank you so much. Appreciate your support. Thank you for the 20. I don't even know what MX is. What country is that from? Where are you messaging from? 2 portfolios, AI meme coin of choice or AI meme coin of choice or Boron. So Omega is, I think, asking a question about what are the meme coins of choice. Guys, honestly, I'm kind of all in on Trump at this point. It's the biggest meme coin that I hold in my portfolio right now. I've kind of abandoned, I'm holding quite a bit actually, to be honest. I have a pretty significant amount of meme coins, but Trump is now one of the biggest positions I hold for memes. But remember, guys, meme coins are only one part of the crypto market. So Trump coin, I think it's big and I think it will do well because Solana's blockchain is just such a great infrastructure for memes. But AI coins, there are so many good projects at AI. And there's a lot of them that are already kind of at a high valuation, in my opinion. Near Protocol, 6 billion. RNDR, 3.6 billion. Render. You have a few mid caps that I think are probably going to be pretty interesting. BAT, I know it's kind of been all over the place and it's been here for a few years, but you guys know for me, my number one AI crypto play, it's currently at a $300 million valuation, which is pretty big, is PAL AI. Because again, it needs to still get listed on a few different big exchanges. You guys know Alex Becker, someone I follow pretty closely, has been talking about it. There's a lot of pretty good AI plays, in my opinion, that you can diversify into. But kind of start looking into here. This is where I think some gains are going to be made. These mid cap to small cap AI plays, all the way down to, you can go to like Limitus, 0x0. All these here is where things kind of get interesting. But from the meme coin category, there's so many. And I think meme coins as a whole are going to do extremely well. But Trump coin, I think, is very, very solid bet for this coming crypto cycle. Dogecoin and SHIB, I think, are always going to be beta and alpha, right? Number one and number two of all time. But Trump coin, I'm going to take a hot take here. I think it could surpass Doge and Shiba Inu. I really think it can. It already passed SHIB once, but I'm talking their previous all-time high in 2021 pass. So yeah, I think Pepe will probably do well. Pudgy Penguins, once they start running, will do well with, you guys know, Base Brett. I've been talking about the biggest meme coin on Base still needs to get listed on Binance and Coinbase. So again, you have a lot. Giga Chad, Mog. There's too many options, but Trump, I think, again, is my number one conviction play for this coming cycle. 93 Super Premium. Thank you so much for the 5. Just received notification from Coinbase that Trump is fully accessible and ready to trade on his platform. Let's freaking go. Absolutely bullish. They have been posting quite a bit, actually. Shout out to Sticky. Got to give him a quick like. Let's see. Department of Dogecoin Efficiency. Look at this. Elon's sect, he says, the penny costs over 3 cents to make and costs U.S. taxpayers over $179 million. That's what it cost in 2023. The mint produced over 4.5 billion pennies in FY 2023. So fiscal year 2023, around 40%, 11.4 billion coins of circulation produced. Penny or 3 cents for your thoughts, sources. Interesting. The penny takes 3 cents to produce. How many people have been saying, let's scrap the penny? Extremely bullish. Let's retweet that, actually. Something to think about. But yeah, 93 Premium. That's actually really good to know. I'm going to probably pull up Coinbase and just buy some on Coinbase for the culture. That's the best part, is just being able to get in and buy. Because I do use Coinbase. I like Coinbase Exchange. I think it's super user friendly. Just sometimes it can be delayed. I don't like that. That's why I use Moonshot. Link down below, pinned to the chat, right at the top. Free money. $100 of free meme coins. For those of you watching, $100 for free meme coins if you start utilizing and signing up for Moonshot. So if you're lucky, you can get $100. I think for me, I got like $3, a few $10 rolls. So yeah, it's pretty cool what they're offering. Can you explain the allocations for Trump coin? I can, absolutely. So if we go to Trump and then go to his website of the meme coin, Trump meme, it talks about the 36 month total emission duration, 36 months. And you can see here what they're kind of mapping out for tokens unlock TGE. Every single one of these, the 80% supply that's currently locked is actually locked. So lock up duration between 3 months and CIC Digital 2 is 6 months, 12 months, 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. What does that mean? These are in the 3 months at a minimum time frame. They're going to start getting their tokens, and then there's a 10% initial cliff, meaning in 3 months, 10% of 36% will be unlocked for them to start selling. And then for CIC Digital 2, at 6 months, they'll get 25% of 18% at TGE. So at that unlock. And then 2 years later, at 24 months, they're going to get daily unlocks of the 25%. I hope that makes sense. It's the most simple way I think I can simplify it, but it's pretty dang bullish that they're not going to be able to start selling their tokens immediately. But it is a significant amount of allocation, because if they're getting 10% of 36%, that's 3.6% for CIC Digital 1. Meaning, for right now, we're talking a few $1 billion being unlocked within that 3 month period, after that 3 month period is over. Pretty dang big. So make sure you just keep an eye on that. And yeah. Zorro Supremacy, thank you so much for the 10 euros. He said, I saved 1,000 euros and willing to use it all. Should I put it all in to Trump, or do you think it will be 2x or go to 0? And do you have any course? Man, I just don't see it going to 0, man. Zorro, I really don't. I wish I could tell you directly what to do with your money, but my bets are it goes up, breaks all-time high, And if it doesn't consolidate, as long as he says something about crypto and something about this meme coin that's positive over the next few days before end of market Friday, where then it could potentially even sell off more into the weekend. If he says anything positive, he has Wednesday all day, Thursday all day, Friday all day, 72 hours to go ahead and mention something about Trump coin or the strategic Bitcoin reserve to push the market up, and Bitcoin hopefully breaks 110, 115K, the upside is so much bigger than the downside. So with that being said, would I take my chances? I know right now you said you have 500 euros that are put in and you're up 100, so you have 600 total. I think, again, you can kind of watch and wait, but slowly scale in. Instead of creating strike prices, maybe create strike days. And that's something that I kind of hold dear from Keenan Grace over on his channel. He mentions strike days. So say today, like you're pretty happy with your exposure. Tomorrow at market open, see what the price is at. Is it lower? And then set a time every day where you can make that decision. I'm going to put in maybe if I have 1,000 on the allocation, I'll have 250 euro allocation days. So let's say tomorrow you wake up, it's at $36. You could put in 250. Or if it's at $47, you kind of just stay back because you already have your market exposure from your 500 euros that you initially invested at, I think you said $32 or so. So that's kind of the way I would play Trump coin right now is create strike days, strike meaning purchase days. That's probably the easiest way to handle that. But if you have conviction like I do, and you're bullish on the overall sentiment, right now, $41, you're getting in at 76 divided by 41, or 41 divided by 76. You're at, it's down almost, about literally 50%. You're getting 50% discounted price from all-time high. Nearly 75, because that's 37.50. So you're a little above that. 40%, 45% say discount from all-time high. I wouldn't say that's bad. I think that's pretty good. But again, you got to make those decisions. So I hope that gives you some direction. Create strike days. Dollar cost averaging is the best and most proven method in all markets to profit. Strike days and dollar cost averaging based off of your initial entry. DCAing up is a lot more difficult though than DCAing down. And right now you'd be dollar cost averaging up because your initial entry is $32. So again, just keep all this information in your back pocket while making the decision on whether you're going to buy or you're going to hold. Omega, thoughts on Web3 Bay? I have no idea what that is, Omega. Thank you for the 20MX, but I don't know what Web3 Bay is. Is that a place? Web3 Bay. Filecoin, price, link, Web3 Pay is the best crypto. I have no idea what this is. Literally, I've never heard of it. So sorry, man. I'll probably do some research and maybe get back to you in a future stream, but realistic top price for Trump, 500 or 100 top? I'd say top 500, closer to maybe more than 100. I don't think 100 would be a top for it. You're telling me a $20 billion valuation, a circulating market cap as a top for Trump? I don't think so. Not with the momentum he has. He just needs to he needs to push. The guy needs to work for his bags. That's what I want to see. I want to see him work for his bags. Just not seeing that right now. Hope that's helpful. $1K in Bitcoin is pointless. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would agree with that, Brian. I don't think you're right. I think that's a poor mentality to have, right? It kind of depends on the person's ability. Not a lot of people can afford buying half a Bitcoin, 1 Bitcoin, but instead you got to think about it as what we mentioned early in the stream, right? We saw DGen News. Look at this, chicken genius. Nancy Pelosi outperformed all the top hedge funds in 2024. If you are bearish, you are betting against the best. Good luck. That's actually funny. That's actually hilarious. Oh my God. But Brian Armstrong earlier today was interviewed asking about Bitcoin's price target here. And he said he could see Bitcoin over the next few years getting into the multiple millions. Meaning if you put $1,000 into Bitcoin today and it goes to multiple millions, $2-3 million per coin, you're talking 20, 30x price. If you put $1,000 today, you can get $20,000 to $30,000 returned. So I would disagree with that statement saying that 1K in Bitcoin is pointless. If that's the exposure you can make to Bitcoin, so be it. I just think that every single person, whether you're young, old, mature, mature in terms of markets, immature in terms of markets, having any kind of exposure to BTC on your portfolio is smart. That's you making, I think, smart decisions when it comes to crypto. Your populistic top 500 or 100, above 500 in my opinion. 1,000. Oh, 500 to 1,000. I'm not taking 1,000 off the table. It depends on momentum and it depends on Trump working for his bag. If he doesn't work for his bag and it's more passive, I think 100 to 200 maybe in the short term. If he works and positions us correctly, then we could probably see 500 plus, maybe even 1,000. I'm not going to take that off the table at all. When is the price? When is the Hamid? When is the pump, brother? Dude, I wish I can just know that. Like, hey, price is going to go up because Trump is going to start talking about it. But I think the next catalyst we need, because now Trump is officially listed on Coinbase, it's officially listed on Binance, Robinhood. Every market participant and exchange that we need has access to Trump now. So the floodgates are officially opened. All we need now is people to start participating and start taking interest in it. So yeah, Trump, it's all on Trump right now. If Trump can do it, then we will start running up, guys. And I think he can. I think he's capable. I think he has the abilities. That's what I just want to see. Trump. It's at $42.15 on DEX right now. I don't want to call it too early, but maybe it's breaking out. I don't know for sure. Bum, bum. Let me see if anyone else. Trump and Kraken on BitGet too. Yep, it is. BitGet, Kraken, all the big exchanges. Yeah, slow build, but then big build as long as we see volume continue to surge like it is right now. It has so much volume that I really think it's going to start breaking out once sell pressure alleviates. Look at community sentiment from CoinMarketCap. 47% bullish, 53% bearish, 401,000 votes, because a lot of people probably bought near the top. But sentiment matters like significantly. It was very bullish up top, and then as the price tumbled, it began to kind of wear down, which to me is bullish, because the best time to buy anything in any market is when people are bearish. And right now there's a lot of bears, which I think is a good thing. Melania opinion. I mean, I don't know, man. To be honest, I'm holding Trump. I was upset when it launched. It's probably going to do well, but I'm personally not going to get exposure to it just because I really don't feel the need to. But you can. I mean, it's up to you. It'll run tonight. I think so. I think it's possible. It's on the table. It's so hard to go against your FOMO to buy bearish. It is, man. It is. I get that. I really do. Looks like right now we're at 42.57. We might start to break out here. Let's see. Might be able to break out. Do you hold Melania? I do not. I personally do not have any Melania coins. Could be a mistake, and I might regret it in the future, but I think my Trump position is strong enough. But right now, I'm not holding any alternatives. World Liberty Finance opinion. I mean, it's also Trump's coin. It's under their it's a subsidiary of the family's projects. But I guess we'll see. It's going to be kind of question marks. I know I don't like that there's so much pre-sale. There's going to be a huge downward pressure from pre-salers looking to profit as soon as it launches on the mainnet. So I don't really know, to be honest. I'm kind of meh. I didn't put any Ethereum. They wanted ETH for their pre-sale. I didn't put any personally. Got it at $30. Good entry. Congratulations. I'm not going to say there's any bad entries. If someone said I got in at $42.57 right now, current price, I'd still probably say that's a decent entry. Just, man, it's just so ugly. This red candle right here, there was such wonderful momentum. And then an alt was printed. What about official Elon coin? It's not launched by Elon, so I didn't actually buy any. Just buy some community members. I'm just getting started. How much SOL should I be putting into Bullocks? 0.1 enough to cover fees? 0.1 SOL? I don't know about that. Random. I don't use Bullocks. I use BonkBot myself. I sometimes use what are other platforms? Maestro. Maestro is good. They don't really take too much of a fee. I think less than 1% for trades. But yeah, Moonshot. Hey man, guys, don't sleep on Moonshot. There's a link down in the description below. Moonshot now has direct deposits with Robinhood, and you can get free meme coins. So for those of you in the chat that are sidelined, you might be able to get some free Trump coins. That's, I think, kind of cool if you get lucky. Not everybody. If you get lucky, there's a link down below for Moonshot. And if you sign up, I think all they ask for is an email and maybe a 2-factor login. But Moonshot right here, you guys can see it was discussed on Robinhood. Robinhood Connect is now available with Moonshot for iOS and Android. So you can get free meme coins. They have Trump as one of the options. They have Mew and a bunch of others. So take advantage of free money. That's all I'm going to say. I don't think they need anything except for an email, I want to say. But yeah, it's pinned to the chat. It's right at the top of the description below. Get your free meme coins with Moonshot. I think that's it. Let me do this real quick. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out something on the stream. $43. Are we going to break out here? Let's see. Your pop thoughts on my entries 21, 28, 35, 75. I like that you have multiple entries, meaning your dollar cost averaging. I like 21, 28, 35. Obviously, buying the top is never like the greatest, but I don't think, again, it's a local top. As long as Trump is able to accomplish what we're all expecting him to, we can see some really nice momentum. And tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day to talk about strategic Bitcoin reserve. The best part is Trump has been handling his promises. That's the thing that I'm bullish about. The man has been upholding all the things that he mentioned. And one of the things he mentioned during his campaigning aggressively, flying over to Tennessee, was at Nashville, Bitcoin's conference and convention. He said, if I can get the crypto community's votes, I promise that I will deliver on my promises. And so far, the SEC 2.0 crypto SEC, he did create that task force, and he is creating regulatory framework that instead of punishes the crypto industry, instead embraces it. Extremely bullish, in my opinion. But yeah, we're slightly breaking out right now. Wonder if we can fully break out and beat intraday high of $49. Let's see how volume picks up. TTV 429 safe. Thank you so much for the 5 dirhams. AED from the United Arab Emirates. Shout out to everyone in the UAE, man. I love the UAE. It's one of my favorite places to visit. I actually grew up there. I was there for a few years when I was much younger, and I've been visiting a lot because I have a lot of family in that area of the world. So thank you so much. Slinky1284, thank you so much for the 5. Do you think other Trump family Elon coins will use other networks than Solana. I know other chains have meme features. Slinky, I think it's possible. Remember, when you look at layer ones right now, you have obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I think ETH is viable. It's still a possible chain that some of these memes might launch on. Solana has won in terms of meme market share. That's just an honest fact. They have won because if you look at the top meme coins across the market, within, except for like the top three, everything else pretty much launched on Solana. And the DEX volume for Solana has been huge. But yeah, there's meme coins on Cardano. There's meme coins on Tron, like Bull and other ones that I bought into and I have some exposure to. Sui, right? Number 13 by market cap. Sui's layer one. It's one of the strongest infrastructures for DeFi and meme coins. So Sui has some really big meme coins as well. Can other Trump coins launch on these? It's possible, but I think the focus for them right now seems like it's Solana because both Melania and Trump launched both of their coins directly on a Solana blockchain. But I do think it's possible that we will see success in other chains. So make sure, again, you are prepared for that and understand how to trade on those different chains. That's the best way to set yourself up with a competitive advantage is being able to buy or getting into these tokens in these chains before they're on big exchanges so you can front run a lot of the new investors that are coming in. Because we saw what Binance did with their listing, Coinbase did with their listing, and others. So again, thank you so much for the 5, Mr. or Mrs. Slinky1284. Appreciate your support as always. Thanks, guys. Do I ever sell at 45? Abdul, what's your entry? It all comes down to where your entries are. If you got in at 44 and then you're selling at 45, is that gain enough for you? Again, for me, for my entry, $6 to $10. Do I want to sell 40, 43? No, because I know what all-time high was already. And I think, again, we're going to exceed that. Hopefully go into 100, 150, 2, 3, 4, $500. I'm not putting anything off the table for now. I used Moonshot for Trump coin. Shout out to Moonshot. I'm super happy with the fact that I decided to use the referral link. It's been easy to use, pretty simple to navigate for the most part. There's a link down in the description, link at the top of the chat. It's free money too. I like the fact that they give people free meme coins for onboarding. But yeah. See if we continue breaking out. $43. I'd love to see us break over 45 where we had a previous double top. If we can break 49, it's going to be a wonderful upside from there. Wallet Trump 355 mil, buy sell 276 mil, minus 79 mil PNL. What? TTV 429 safe. What does that even mean? Wallet Trump 355 mil buy, sold 276 mil, lost 79 mil in their PNL. Which wallet? Not Trump wallet though. No, I don't think so. Which wallet are you talking about? Look at the second wallet. Okay, let's go to Etherscan. Holders. The biggest holder for Trump coin, Binance. Holy moly. You got to admit, that's kind of crazy that Binance bought 4.87% of the supply. Oh my God. That's unfathomable. OKX bought 1.3% of the supply. Meteora has 0.63%. People are offering liquidity there. Gate. Whoa. I promise you. Cruise, that's crazy, man. I just clicked it because I saw the blue. So thank you for the 2, but yeesh. Which wallet are you guys talking about? Because I'm looking at the wallets right now and I just see a bunch of exchanges as the top wallets. If he mentions crypto anytime soon, easily new all-time high. Agreed. 100%. Will not disagree with that statement whatsoever, my friend. I am agreeable. Absolutely, positively. True. Omega, facts. Facts, 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 facts. Binance is generating insane fees off Trump coin. So is OKX, Kraken, all these different big crypto exchanges. Massive amounts. Copious, copious. Why is Coinbase not a top holder? They're probably on the second page. MEXC, crypto.com. Because they're probably looking at it from a volume perspective. You got to understand that Coinbase joined the party kind of late. Someone earlier said that Coinbase actually ran out of tokens for a little while. Yeah. And also, Coinbase might not have their wallet named. Wonder if it's here. I think this is Coinbase. No, it's not. Yes, it is. This might be Coinbase right here. We'd have to verify to see their S, but this might be Coinbase's wallet. Why do I say that? Because Dog with Hat, Bonk, and Official Trump. Dog with Hat and Bonk are the only other two Solana-based meme coins that they currently hold on their portfolio. So, but it might not be named. And the way we can verify that actually, if we go over here, go to Coinbase Assets, pull up their page. Not here. PN, is that it? Let's go back here. PD. I don't know. We'd have to figure out which one is Coinbase's. Yeah, I guess they don't have it on chain. But I'm guessing this might be it. I'm not sure though. We'd have to verify. Someone else might know better than I do. Bro, I can show you. I just bought one SOL worth 43 billion. Let's see if it breaks out. Looks like we're starting a breakout slowly but surely. 43, 43. Let's just keep this momentum high. I'm wondering if volume starts picking up now. As what time is it in China? Let's do Beijing actually. Hong Kong. 1:20 p.m. Beijing. Yeah, it's 1:20 p.m. at both. So I mean, markets are open for sure, and it's midweek. I wonder if we see some strong volume midday or close to their market close. About noon in Asia. Trump coin ETF filed. Yes, Wissa. We talked about that earlier today. Huge, 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 huge. Really big. If it ends up somehow getting approved too, Trump approving his own ETF, I think that narrative that works. I don't know. I think it does. Drink your H2O. Europe, 6 a.m. Those dips, though, probably meant those dips. Let's see. There it is, 42.57, 570. Gentle correction. See if the wick fills, and then we break out those dips, though. Can you tell us about the wallet? I need to know which wallet you're talking about. That's the only thing that I'm struggling to understand here. New here. Are you holding? Yes, I have. I have a strong position in Trump coin. I've been holding since, let's just call it probably on average because I bought up and down a little bit, probably $10 per coin. Um, but I think again, I'm still very, very bullish. I don't know. I just don't think there's a better narrative than Trump coin out there. That's the reality. We're about to break 132,400 subscribers. 6 more subs. If you haven't subscribed and you found tonight's stream useful, it'd mean a lot to me if you'd consider subscribing, smashing the like button for the algorithm, and joining back on future streams. I've really been enjoying coming back on the stream world, sharing sentiment, reading comments, spending time together. I think it's important. Just overall, creating a community around projects that we all are a part of. It's cool because with crypto, it's a little bit different than just watching, one of your favorite streamers or entertainers. It's like this person is talking about a coin that I hold. So there's more value to it than just fun or enjoyment. So that's what I think is cool about streaming is we gain information, we learn stuff together, we see stuff together. Like we've seen a lot of the thing is DCA exit strategy. What app should I use to buy coins? Oh man. NFXTY, if you're looking to buy Trump coin, I think the easiest way to do it, and I'm biased maybe, but I love Moonshot. I've used it myself. I have a link down in the description. It's pinned to the live chat where you just typed at the top. If you click that button, there's a little link in there for Moonshot. They are the first people to list Trump coin because their initial liquidity on the website from Trump coin is buy with a debit card or you can buy with crypto on Moonshot. So the fact that they worked with the Trump administration is super cool. And I think it's free money. So they also give you up to $100 of meme coins for free when you sign up to buy Trump coin. So I would consider using that link. It's right in the top of the description and pinned to the chat. You get some free money, just sign up, and then you can start buying these different cryptocurrencies. So yeah, $43 again. We need to break out. Bryce Fuel, 99 cents. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support. Thank you as always. I mentioned the wallet first. Tried twice from Moonshot to 2 different wallets to send Trump coin and did not receive it. I mentioned the wallet first. Tried twice from Moonshot to 2 different wallets to send Trump coin and did not receive it. Which wallet did you try to send it to? Is it a Solana wallet? Because you probably want to use Phantom. Is that what you did? And you want to make sure to send it to the right address too. Feel rugged by Trump. No, man, I wouldn't. Don't get too. Will Trump coin touch $100 mark in the coming days? I don't think it's off the table. So I'd keep that in your back pocket. That's all. Do you think Trump coin can get about 50? Absolutely. Are you kidding me, Mansoor? I can almost I can't guarantee anything, but I can almost say with like 99.9999999% certainty that we'll see above $100 or excuse me, $50, even $100 probably Trump coin. Let's check to see where the chats are at. Let me check on TG. We might have a guest that joins us on stream here at the end. Let's see if he'll join us. My TA guy, Crypto Moses. All right, we're going to have a TA guy join us on stream real quick. He's going to map out some technical analysis for us. Give me 1 sec to send him an invite, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Here he is. Invite, but then we can chart out a little bit of the chart, and then you guys can kind of start making maybe better decisions about where we think Trump coin is going. One more Trump tweet and it will see $100 for sure. Let's go, Twix. I'm optimistic, guys. Like, I'm feeling pretty good about Trump coin overall, to be honest. I think we're gonna do well. We just have to be patient. That's the trickiest part, I think, is patience and persistence. Which alts do you hold? Your pop? Xiam? Man, my portfolio is all over the place. I hold Bitcoin, I hold Ethereum, I hold XRP, I hold Solana, I hold BNB, I hold Dogecoin, I have a little bit of Cardano, I have a little bit of TRX, I have a bunch, man. Sui, I have a pretty strong position in Sui, SUI. Toncoin, very little. HBAR, pretty good position. So, man, I'm very agnostic when it comes to the crypto market. I like to kind of be spread thin in that sense, in case one really has a strong breakout or a really good cycle with the bull run. There's a lot. Even meme coin portfolio, like a lot of people they'd be like, what are you doing? Why do you have so much memes? I just believe in them. I think they're going to do well over time. And yeah, but yeah, that's just a few. I can go down to my mid caps and micro caps, but I think right now the big focus, and honestly, like where my attention's at, is this guy's token right here, Mr. Donald Trump himself. That's really where I'm at. Sub. Hey, thanks so much for subscribing. Appreciate you so much. Arcad. I'm gonna call you Arca just to not butcher your name. But I appreciate all the people who subscribed. Did we break? Yeah, we did. 132,421 subscribers now. Absolutely insane. Guys, I don't know. I really think because of the Trump coin coverage and being a part of the community now, it's been awesome to see, like, just channel growth. Crazy. If I told you guys some of these numbers, like over 3,500 subscribers since starting to cover Trump coin. A lot of people have just, the community is strong. And I think that's also something you need to watch and look for. Is strong community sentiment is huge. It's one of the most important things, I think, before deciding to buy any meme coin or any crypto, is how strong is the sentiment in the community. So yeah. Thank you so much. Trump is the gateway coin. Winston Smith's brain. Agreed, man. I think it is. I really do. What are your thoughts on World Liberty Finance coin? Is it related to Trump coin? I heard news about it being related to Trump. It is. World Liberty Finance is not out yet, but it had over $1 billion US invested into it in a pre-sale. So to be honest, for me, I'm just not that interested about it. I think it's one of those things that's going to be overly pumped, and I don't know what's going to happen thereafter. I like that Trump coin was stealth, just public, and then people can just buy in the free market. There was no pre-sale. Sure, 80% allocation for their family, but again, I think it's pretty big. Have you ever seen a wallet starting with WMG? I have not, no. Our resistance is at $45, 4-hour chart. You're right. Just about. Yep. $45. Braden, right. Thank you for that. $45, definitely kind of where we're sitting at for resistance. But again, it's hard to say for using it. That's why I've been using the 5-minute throughout the stream, is just because it gives you a little bit more data points than a 4-hour. I remember selling 33 Bitcoins when it hit all-time highs of $328. Dang, Jay. I'm sorry, fam. That's tough. Oh, I think our TA guy just arrived, Mr. Crypto Moses. Give me 1 sec here to add him to the chat, and then we can hopefully get some updates. 1 minute. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Hello.
Rise and shine. It's almost midnight. Or it's midnight.
Hey, it's wake up time for me. We're up and running. About to do some TA, about to get started for the day. Check out BTC from yesterday. It's the only way, bro. If you're addicted to crypto, you're addicted to crypto, right?
Exactly. Absolutely. So let's do it. Let's maybe look at have you pull up a chart. So we're still talking Trump coin. It's been 4 days now, right? So launched on the 17th. Today's the 21st. We saw this thing go from $0 to $75, which is just insane in my opinion. We retraced after a Melania Trump token was launched all the way down to $30, but now we've triple bottomed. I don't know much about TA, but I know what a triple bottom is. Again, sorry about that 33 Bitcoin sell, but triple bottomed $30, $30, today $30. So I know we have now found a liquidity zone or support level that is unlike anything else that we would have seen prior.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
so I kind of want to know, like, again, what are we thinking in terms of momentum is still strong. Volume is insane for Trump coin. We were assessing that earlier on the stream. We saw Trump coin at, where is it? It's ranked 24th right now, $21 billion. So it has more volume than basically every single meme coin combined, Doge, SHIB, with all of those. But it has more than double the volume of Solana, which has 9 billion.
Yeah.
It has almost the same volume as Ethereum, ETH token. That's just nuts to me.
It just shows you the power of meme coins, and it shows you the power of influence and somebody in political power, right? This is the first time in our entire lives, bro, that I never ever would have assumed that the president of the United States of freaking America would make a meme coin. And then his wife makes one the next 2-3 days later. Yeah, of course we're gonna have some liquidity drop. You guys, like, these are in a sense hype tokens built on their brands, and it shows you how powerful Trump's brand is. It shows you how important it is to be the president of the United States. To be able I mean, bro, we're beating Ethereum in volume. Ethereum is a 12, 14-year-old. No, it's 12 years old now, right? It's 2012 when it was launched. Yeah. So we're at 12, 13 years old, and this is 3, 4, 5. No, it's about 7 days old now, right? Almost 7 days.
4 days. 4 days.
4 days old, and we beat a 12-year-old freaking machine that's already been built in volume. That's so crazy. Yeah, that wasn't on anybody's radar, Jets. You said it perfectly. Nobody assumed this was coming.
Yeah, absolutely not. And the fact that Ethereum is a $400 billion valuation, Trump coin's at 8.4 billion. Like, it's a fraction of Ethereum's token. And what did it cause? Like, I think the ripple effect is people started embracing memes a little bit more immediately after they saw what Trump coin did. Solana's network literally got congested. Solana's price went from $230 to $300 nearly. It went up by like 40% in a single day. We saw Vitalik start to embrace memes, changing his PFP to a Milady, started talking about DeFi a little more. You're starting to see interest. And then today, like, what the hell happened? Out of nowhere, complete left field. Let's scroll down on Twitter. We saw ETF filings for Trump coin.
I didn't see that. That's insane.
BTC, ETH, okay, respectable. Some really big tokens that have been known for a long time. Layer 1s, well, XRP even. But Bonk, Doge, Trump, like, what is there to expect at this point?
Yeah, 100%. We didn't expect that at all. And these literally could change the game for any of these. Like, we could see Doge go up 30 to 50% in the next couple of days if it gets approved. So
100%.
Here's the thing with XRP, we've already beat all-time highs. So now we can finally say that the sky is the limit for XRP. If it gets an ETF, that thing could hit $5 to $10. Connor and I were talking about it a couple months ago on a live. We were talking about the fact that XRP could hit $4 or $5. I said it lightly. I didn't expect it to hit 317 in January 2025. That is way faster. That is just so much freaking faster than expected.
Yeah, absolute insanity. And I think the market right now, just the floodgates are getting ready to open. Mind you guys, today, Trump, he is goofy. He's a goofy guy. And he went out and he started talking about, like, on camera right here, he said, How much money? They started asking about his meme coin at the Oval Office. How much money has your coin? How's your coin doing? He's like, I launched it. That's all I know about it. How's it doing anyway? He asked the reporters. They were like, you made a few $1 billion in the last few days, sir. He said, really? That's peanuts. Like, that's nothing. He basically said, like, oh, this is just the beginning. So, like, I don't know. He still hasn't talked about the SBR, Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, still no announcements. We know the SEC Task Force 2.0 has officially been curtailed. So now that is live. Sorry, I tweet a lot. Where was it? I know I retweeted it. ETFs, Trump. Where was it? Okay, let's go to just DGen News. So you guys know we talked about it earlier, but for those of you that are entering stream for the first time, it was right here. There it is. SEC Crypto 2.0. I don't know if you saw this already, Mo, but the acting chairman, Ueda, announced his formation of the new crypto task force. So within the SEC, they're calling it SEC Crypto 2.0, and they're creating this regulatory framework that is going to be more lawful and more embracing of crypto. So instead of attacking crypto and being reactive to these different cryptocurrencies that are launching and being like, hey, Coinbase subpoena happened, this happened, that. Instead, they're going in reverse and helping people make sure that they're set up from the beginning correctly. So they don't have these issues, because you can still launch a crypto. It's just how to make sure that it's not a security or even under that securities risk. So that's the new task force. And mind you, all the guys that are in this that have been appointed all hold crypto, are all crypto heads. So it's like a double whammy and double win, in my opinion.
No, that's beautiful. That shows you that the government is supporting crypto. Like listen, everybody. You can hate on Trump all the hell you want, but he has done what he's promised to do for at least the crypto community. I did see yesterday that he let Ross go.
Yeah, what wasn't Silk Road like the dark Reddit? Isn't that kind of what it was known for?
Yeah. You'd sell and buy drugs using cryptocurrency. It's actually my original fear, you guys, of not getting into Bitcoin in 2014, 15. I was like, I'm not trying to get into drug money. And look at the mistakes so many people missed that on. Freaking idiots, I tell you. I could have been mining BTC in 2014.
No, it is. I mean, yeah, everyone was telling us like crypto, it's cryptic, it's scary.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the pardoning of Ross, like what does that actually what does it entail? Like, I don't know. For me, that like a presidential pardon, like he's just clean slate.
Yeah.
So, like
free.
What does that mean for crypto? Because you guys know one of the biggest position that the United States of America has on their balance sheet for cryptocurrency is from Silk Road. 50,000 BTC, $5 billion.
I actually think, bro, that it would basically still be owned by the government. Yeah, and then that money, they're not giving it back. But then you know what I think is going to happen? I think that's going to go into their strategic reserve. Right? I think that's about to be a big portion of what's going to fund that strategic reserve. It's free for them. They already own it. I think Ross being free doesn't necessarily change much for crypto, but what it does show is that you can make a crypto mistake years ago and be free of it, specifically if you are not doing Ross Ulbricht didn't do anything wrong. He just created a marketplace. What was used in that marketplace was the problem. Right? And what they're basically doing by freeing him is saying, look, as long as your intentions are good and you're in crypto, we understand. I think that's the vibe, that the sentiment that they're saying. And that's why all the crypto bros, me included, wanted Ross freed, right? Because again, he didn't create it in a bad sentiment. He created it to give everybody a free market. And that's what the government did want. Because of course we use the market for bad things, which makes sense. I completely understand. But at the end of the day, him being free changes the narrative for going to jail for doing the guy, the Mount Gox guy, he's not getting out of jail, right? Ross,
intentions.
Yes, exactly. So I think it just shows like you can have good intentions being crypto, something bad can happen, and in a sense, in this example, the government will still pardon you. That's why I think it was such a big deal for Trump to free him.
Okay, that makes sense. This guy, someone said Ross is going to be running the Bitcoin reserves. I thought that was kind of funny.
Bro, that would be great if he does, bro, because he's so smart. He's so smart.
He's a genius.
Right? Like, he built one of the craziest things in our time. Yeah, I understand, again, the usage was terrible, but it was still crazy that he created it and it worked. And it was at the start of Bitcoin. Bro, do you ever see that story of that fat Chinese dude who basically stole 800, 800,000 Bitcoin or some shit by accident from the Silk Road. I saw it on YouTube. Bro,
800,000 BTC.
it was
Wow.
so much. It was billions of dollars of Bitcoin, and he just lived off of it, and he accidentally got caught. Craziest story.
Wow.
Craziest story.
That's actually nuts.
Oh, there's even more. You see this? People are saying Ross put a hit out on somebody. I didn't know any of that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's actually kind of wild.
Oh, you want to do the TA?
Yeah, let's do some TA. Let's do some TA. By the way, for those of you that are joining us, I see there's 616 folks on the stream. It's been insane, man. The support from the Trump coin holders in the community. That's kind of how that's my sentiment analysis for how well a coin could potentially do. Like back in 2021, I used to make SHIB content, and I used to stream Shiba Inu content. And we saw SHIB go absolutely parabolic when the market started also flying. So I think, again, right now, the most attention, the most volume across the entire crypto space other than ETH and BTC is in Trump coin.
Yeah,
so
100%.
The sentiment right now within the community is still very positive as well. And the support to creators, the support to whatever is still, I think, very much showing strength to where I think we're going to, when we do break out, 500,000, I don't think there's necessarily going to be a top, but just remember Dogecoin with Elon support went to $80 billion. Trump coin, who his right-hand man is Elon Musk, just Trump himself, it's at 8.6 billion, topped right around 17, 16 billion, $15 billion market cap. I think, again, we can see 100 billion plus, putting us right around $500 per coin. That's my speculation. That's my estimation for the short term. I'm talking within the month, 30 to 45 days, because again, the market is looking like it's sending, like it's really looking strong. BTC is breaking out. It broke a new all-time high yesterday. We see Solana broke an all-time high 2 days ago. And I think right now we're about to see altcoin season very, very soon. But again, only time can tell.
No, and the breakout of BTC was so beautiful, bro.
This is Bitcoin right now that we're looking at. Yep.
Yeah, this is Bitcoin. Sorry, you guys. I'm just looking at Bitcoin because it created a new all-time high. I got so many freaking drawings. Look. It created a new all-time high from here to here. So Bitcoin did break out from its literal last time high. So it has the potential to do it again. I know when we go in to Trump token, you guys, like, we can see it is stabilizing right now. When we had drawn this triangle, we knew that it was going to take a downturn, and it had some big ass stop loss hunts. Here's the crazy part. I don't know if you saw this, bro, but after the stream, I think like 6 places from Saturday had launched it on their exchanges. Like exchange after exchange was just sending messages. Hey, we're listing Trump token. We're listing Trump token. We're listing Trump token. So after that listing, a lot of people, you guys, you want to know what's crazy? You can see that exchanges impacted it because the minute it gets listed, you get a bunch of stop loss hunts, right? And it just keeps happening because now you've got not just a standard DEX fighting for it, you've got a centralized DEX fighting for it, which entail has liquidity points and it's leveraged now, right? Now that the exchanges are letting people play with it, it's being leveraged. So you're going to see a lot more volatility occur. I mean, that's literally what happened here. Bro, this was our live. This whole thing right here was our live, right? You and I were doing the live. I think we stopped maybe here that day, and it just kept going up.
It was crazy.
Right? Yeah. And there was no exchanges. Then all of a sudden, you can see what happens when exchanges listings happen. Now you got a lot more people actually fighting to play the token, right? Yeah. And you said it perfectly. Your estimation, I really, really like it. Because here's the thing, you guys, we are seeing it create new lower highs, right? So we are moving in a slight uptrend. And here's the thing, the inauguration is over now. So a lot of the bumpy ride looks over, but it still has a set channel for moving up. And you know, a lot of people are asking, like, what is the point of the Trump token? You guys, the Trump token is just brand. It is literally, he says it here, it's the only official Trump meme. So it's not necessarily built on utility. It's not built on some big promise. It's built on you're buying into the Trump meme narrative. That's the whole point. So it is some game of trying to get a higher price. Obviously, that's the whole point of what it's doing. Now, what it could do, in a sense, is, Ahmed said this best last stream, is how is this going to impact us the next 4 years, everybody, right? This has such a long-term unlock. I think his strategy, as many people would say, is to just continuously do as good as he can in the presidency, and until show that through this token. And as this token keeps gaining, the top traders will keep growing. And the crazy part is they're pulling liquidity, but they're not even pulling enough liquidity to crash it. Like our biggest drop was 50-something%, which is so normal in the meme world.
Yeah.
And you guys all need to understand that. If you don't think that that's normal in the meme world, or you're scared, then maybe you should not be playing. But in the meme world, 50% drops is very normal. 60, 70, even 90% drops, because the crazy part is the upswings are just as big. I mean, look at that. In 9 hours, it went up again 108%. It ate up almost all of its loss in under 9 hours. And then its downturn again was only 52% in 20 hours, and it's already back up, not to right now, but to that next top of 60%. Right now, we're up 40% from its last low. And you can see here, liquidity zone just ate up a bunch of stop losses. Again, this usually occurs, you guys, from exchanges. I just want you guys to know that it's exchanges that cause the market to shift like this. Otherwise, you're going to get clean uptrends like this, especially when 80% of it's locked away for sale. Right? Only 20% is being played for by the general market. 80%, I think 80% is actually owned by his insiders, which is kind of crazy to think about. But they blatantly said it. They said, "Hey, 80% is not, it's owned by us. That is what it is, but it's locked." So it gives them time to sell, and it gives the people who are playing it time to actually profit and make money. I think this was probably the smartest setup meme coin I have ever seen in the years of doing this. I don't know if you agree with that.
1,000,000%. Absolutely. And one thing that you guys got to also realize, Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, right? The two A and B meme coins, those both have pseudo-anonymous developers and pseudo-anonymous teams. Nobody knows who's behind the projects. For the first time, you have a top three. Pepe, same thing. Notice the trend of meme coins. Devs don't usually show their face.
Yeah.
With Pepe, Bonk, we don't know who the people are behind these cryptocurrencies. But for the first time in history, a top 10 meme coin amongst the entire meme coin space, the only one that has Trump as the person who literally said today, "All I know is I launched it and is doing pretty good, I think." Like, you have a guy, he definitely didn't launch it. One of his team members did. But regardless, like, you have a docs dev. A lot of people look for that. And he's the president of the United States of America. Like, come on, I don't know. It's too good to be true. That's what I'm going to say.
And he holds the highest office. People keep saying, like, Trump coin is guaranteed to rug. Look, you can say it whatever way you want, but the tokenomics on this bad boy is set up so strategically well. It's so smart. It's off of a beautiful narrative, which is literally the Trump, the president of the United States. And yes, just like you just said it, Kraken Storage. If he were to rug it, it would literally look so bad for not just him, but for meme coins in the United States in general. So I don't believe that the idea is to rug it. I think the idea is to prove that he can build a business off of just his brand. I mean, you guys, this is a business worth $8 billion.
Yeah, I was watching CoffeeZilla. You guys know Coffee, I think. He's like a big crypto detective / just overall detective. And he's just like, oh my God, no way Trump launches a meme coin. And he started comparing Trump's meme coin to real world businesses. Trump passed CVS's market cap. He passed FedEx, freaking Federal Express, its market cap, big pharma companies, manufacturers. So I'd say again, right now, meme coins are still within the crypto space, still question marks, right? People aren't sure about them. So every person that's buying in right now within the first 800,000 holders that have just been, I think today we hit 830,000 unique holders for Trump.
Insane.
Yeah. Within the first 4 days, there's still so many more millions of people that are yet to buy this token. Mm-hmm. So all I'm going to say is when you look at it from a front run perspective, you are still getting in earlier than a lot of people. But do we know the direction it's going? You just need Trump to work for his bags. He holds 80% of the token. He needs to work the guy needs to work his bags. That's all we need to see now. That's all we need to see now.
I love this post too. Somebody just said it, and this was super duper smart. They said it will be tax free. Watch, this is the time he's letting people have a chance to get in before he announces this. And once he tells it will be tax free, it will all be bought up super fast and by big money. And I agree. The probability of that is low, Kraken Storage, but it is a possibility. especially because he said it before. Cryptos made in the United States could be fully tax-free. This was made in the U.S. This is following all the things he wanted. So maybe that's what he uses as an example to show, hey, you make a token like this, it's tax-free. Everybody that's traded it doesn't have to pay taxes on it. That would be insane. Bro, that would move it to $100 billion freaking market cap.
Right, because you're gonna have all the suits, right? Everyone on Wall Street, everyone out of Wall Street, it's just everyone's gonna be like, this could be a tax haven. But what do you think of that? Like, I know people have been talking about it so much, and that is crypto companies, cryptocurrencies that are made in the US, Solana-based crypto, Trump coin, whatever, becoming tax-free. Do you think that's even viable? Do you think it's something that's, because they're not securities, but is it viable? Like, is it
100% viable?
Oh man, that's crazy to me. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's 2,000% viable. We do BCM taxes. It's so easy for them to just make an extra box that says, I bought Solana, here's how much I bought of it, no taxes on it. For the Solana example, it's that easy. And the nice thing about the blockchain is it has all our trades. Like, bro, the blockchain's the best thing for the government. As long as the government knows what wallet's yours, it's the best thing for them. Yeah, right? It gives them your ledger online for free anywhere in the world they are, right? So I don't see a reason why crypto couldn't be tax-free, you guys. Like, I know people think that's crazy, but I swear to God, I've been doing crypto taxes for 4 years now? 1,000% viable. It is super duper feasible and doable. And here's the thing. If we become the crypto tax haven, we might honestly be able to fix the American deficit. Trump is not wrong about that. I think he has something that no one else is thinking about. I mean, bro, only 6% of the world is in crypto right now. Right?
Yeah. I think you're right. It's less than 10 for sure.
I know I think it's 6. Yeah, 6.8. Only 6.8% of the world's population owns crypto.
You're front running 93.2% of humans.
Yeah,
are being exposed to crypto. Because someone asked earlier, should I put $1,000 into Bitcoin? And I said, let me share my screen for a second. This is the post that I was about to share, because this is the first time I have ever seen this happen, actually. And that is the bald guy, Mr. Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase and co-founder. He said earlier today, he was being interviewed on Fox, and he said he thinks Bitcoin will get into the multiple millions in terms of price over the next years to come. And the reason becomes, and he said 3 things that he wants to see before that could even happen. First of all, Bitcoin becoming the gold standard. It's already happening. Digital gold. Michael Saylor is pushing that narrative better than anybody else. And there's nobody else that could do it better. So shout out Michael Saylor, putting his entire money where his mouth is and buying Bitcoin every Monday on market open or Tuesday. This man bought another $1 billion worth of BTC today, literally just like that. So regulatory framework, Brian talks about it in the interview. We could probably play it. It's 44 seconds, but just to make it sum it up, regulatory framework, we need clear oversight to make sure that there is no room for bad actors and the good actors aren't punished, like the Coinbases, like the Ethereums, the Solanas, and many more. So no room, getting regulatory framework, that's happening right now, strategic Bitcoin reserve, and having all the G20 nations follow. So US establishes one. We already know Switzerland, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, India, China, Russia, the Koreas, Australia, South America, which already has it, right? We already know El Salvador, Central America, South America. We're seeing it across different. If this happens, you open the floodgates for infinite liquidity glitch. And if you have infinite liquidity, that pushes the supply and demand just continues to get shocked over time. You're going to have more and more and more and more demand. Basic economic principles. So Brian Armstrong, this is the first time he's ever mentioned price. He doesn't care about price. He never talks about price. But he said multiple millions price range for one Bitcoin. So for someone saying, should I put $1,000 into BTC today? I don't think, if you're not looking to sell it in a week or a month or a year, I think you can potentially use this as a hedge 100%. And I think it could do very well. I told you guys, I got my initial exposure to BTC. I was always holding ETH, other altcoins, but BTC 2022, my initial Bitcoin purchase of a full, actual purchase was right around $23,000 per Bitcoin. Back then, I was like, oh my God, what if it goes down to 10K, 15K? It's at 105. In 5 years, you might be like, oh my God, Bitcoin's at 1.5 million. Why didn't I buy some at 100,000? That's the way you got to start thinking about things. That's the way your brain should start generating the thinking process of where can it be in 5 years, and then look at the multiplier. That's a 10x potential, 15, 20x. $1,000 can turn into 20.
That was perfectly said. And I actually just went to a Bitcoin event here locally because there's a bunch of like Bitcoin millionaires. And the guy explained it to me really well. He goes, bro, I really believe that Bitcoin will replace the dollar one day. And I don't know if I fully believe that, everybody, but I do believe it has the capability to be our digital gold, right? All the way. And actually, I was just looking up a stat. Bitcoin right now, ETF under management has 146 billion, where gold has 290 billion on this website. Gold versus Bitcoin, the scorecard. So literally, Bitcoin is almost half of what gold was, and Bitcoin's ETF's been out in under a year, not even a couple of months.
That's actually nuts.
Yeah, gold has been out since 2004. Like the ETFs for gold were 2004 was their first inflow. I know that because we just did a live on that a couple days ago. So 2004 to now, 290 billion. I don't know how many months ago to now, 146 billion. So this digital gold is moving so much faster than physical gold could ever have moved. Right. And I think this guy's kind of right. He's like, bro, I have all my assets in Bitcoin. I own nothing besides Bitcoin. And all he's seeing is gains. And I was like, man, maybe this guy is right. Putting all my assets into Bitcoin might be, because what's the point of keeping it in the dollar? What's the point of just storing it in a savings? Like, what are you really going to do with that?
Guys, catch this. So last year, 2024, I was in Dubai from February to like April. I was there for like 2 months, and I linked up with some guys over there that I've met in crypto over the last couple of years, and they are very wealthy individuals. Like they do very well for themselves. Like probably 8 to 9 figure, upper 8, maybe lower 9 figure net worths. And I asked them like, what's your take on like, what's your hedge? How much, like your portfolio balance? What percentage is in crypto versus what percent of it is in fiat or real world assets, real estate, that kind of thing? To my surprise, 95% of everything they own or hold is in crypto.
Yeah.
95. So if you say that someone like me that's very risk averse in general, I'd be like, you're crazy. But then we had, hours and hours of conversation, and I came to realize like, damn, you guys are kind of right. Like overall, there's a finite supply of Bitcoin. The interest of digital assets is only exponentially growing. Mind you, this was a year ago. So hindsight is always 2020. And there's never been a year, except for bear markets, where Bitcoin's price doesn't outperform every other asset out there, including gold, including oil, including tech ETFs, NASDAQ, S&P, you name it. So if you think about it like that, and now you can utilize crypto, especially if you're in the United Arab Emirates or other places globally. US is supposed to hopefully soon start to also allow you to start using crypto to make purchases for day-to-day needs, rent, homes, groceries, all those kind of things. So once that reality kicks in, then a lot of people are going to start switching out of their fiat currencies and start holding digital currencies, whether it's altcoins. I remember I went to dinner with the same guys. We went to a restaurant downtown Dubai near the Dubai Mall, and one of them pulls out this debit card, and it looked like a debit card, and he was like, "Oh, this is my crypto card." I was like, "What's a crypto card?" He paid for our dinner with Solana. And I was like, that is the coolest thing. He's like, yep, it does like a real world transfer or instant transfer. You scan your card, it takes the SOL, turns into the currency that you're trying to use at that point of sale, and it does that transfer for you through their system. And I'm like, that is insane to me. But that's what the future looks like. So we're all extremely still early, especially with where things are going in the US, because people are like, this is just the US though. The US is such a small market. No, it's not. We have the biggest tech companies in the world. Mm-hmm. We have Apple, we have Google. And remember, the only big Fortune 500 company right now, other than MSTR, which is not even, it is, I guess, technically Fortune 500, and Tesla, those are the only two that have Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Mm-hmm. What happens when Microsoft, Apple, NVIDIA, multi-trillion-dollar companies start adding Bitcoin to their strategic reserves or their balance sheets? Then it's game over. Now it's just, again, the infinite money glitch. That's what's happening with the dollar. Now it's just going to happen with crypto.
I will tell you, though, I 1,000% think Michael Saylor might be the smartest man on earth.
I think so, too. And everyone believes it. Do you see him with JD Vance? He was just hanging out with him and Trump on inauguration.
No, I actually didn't see that. But, bro, literally smartest man ever. Getting debt to buy crypto and then watching it go up to make, dude, genius.
Infinite money glitch.
This guy's a genius.
Yeah, look at him just hanging out with the cabinet. Like, the guy is just, he said, orange ties, the latest fashion in Washington, D.C. Like, he's just putting Bitcoin everywhere. And a lot of people are saying, oh, he's going to use the world as exit liquidity. Guys, he said there is no number to sell Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just going to be the thing to hold. That's it. You're not going to want anything else. But like this morning, like I told you guys, he keeps buying crypto. Like today, this morning, another 11,000 BTC for $1.1 billion. Crazy.
101K per
already
coin.
at profit because it's at 105.6. The guy is infinitely printing cash. And he doesn't sell the Bitcoin. He's not realizing any gains. He hasn't sold a single Bitcoin since he started acquiring, which is so cool to me because it's been bull markets and bear markets. But that's the kind of conviction you need, whether you're holding. Look at it's only purchase circles because this here, the Sailor tracker shows buys and sells. There's never been a sell for this guy. So this is the kind of conviction you need in whatever assets you believe in, whether it's crypto or not, whether it's Trump coin, BTC, ETH, Solana.
I agree.
Make that decision, but it's buying season. It's shopping season right now. That's my opinion.
It's well said, Kitten with Guns. Why would you sell BTC when you can just loan on it?
Exactly. That's going to be the standard. And PS, guys, for those of you that are here, I pinned wondering who Crypto Moses is. He's a fellow YouTuber, and he creates content similar to me, but not similar because he's a technical guy. So again, for me, I like to share sentiment. I like to talk about and analyzing different cryptocurrencies. We do well, but Crypto Moses' channel, he has 7,400 subscribers. I think he should be somewhere around 500,000 by now, but slowly but surely growing. New to the space. He's been around for the content creating space, but he's been in crypto way longer than even me. So if you guys have been enjoying his technical analysis, his smile, and everything else, make sure you guys go over. It's pinned to the live chat. Go over to his channel and smash the subscribe button. Show him love, and yeah, just continue to support creators. I want to see more Trump coin. I think there's one. We need to see more Trump coin content.
I'll make more. I've been making more shorts on it because it's flying. And I've done a couple of lives with like Tyler, and we're all talking about it.
Yeah, Melania coin. I see that one here.
Bro, I was in shock when Melania coin came out. I was like, what? Oh my God. Why would you pull liquidity?
That's what caused this red candle from here.
100%.
Here.
100%.
As soon as it launched, people sold and then rotated to Melania. And I was like, that's how you get wrecked. And then Melania went to 10 billion. And I was like, what world are we in?
Oh, bro. And then Melania is out of the game. I do not recommend you guys playing with Melania. I recommend sticking to Trump right now because it is just not making waves. It had a whole 5-wave structure down. Melania did. And I don't know if it's restabilized. It's showing a little bit of higher highs, but bro.
Do you do a quick TA on Melania?
Yeah. I've got it up.
There's people holding in the chat, so here you guys go.
You guys, for Melania, so this is what we had drawn out when we were looking at it yesterday. It had done a full 5-wave structure down. And it's a truncated 5th wave, which isn't really a bad thing, but it's also not a great thing. The bad news is we had a full-blown wave down. I mean, you guys, what was our drop from the top? Look at that, 75%. 75%. One belief I have, and there's no proof on this, you guys, but I've also noticed if a token goes down 90%, it's going to take a long time of consolidation to get back up. And you can see that with things like SHIB and Doge. But when something goes down 60, 70, maybe max 80%, it actually has the capability to get back up at least 100 to 200%. And this is just a general sentiment. I've actually got no math on this, no actual science to this. I'm just saying from what I have seen over the years. So the fact that that Melania went down 75%. I still think she has potential to get maybe back up 100%, maybe even 200% from where it was. Because this was a very, very, very heavy resistance and became support zone. Was resistance, support zone became resistance. And then we saw a huge drop from it. So legitimately speaking, we just want to wait until she actually creates a good position. Because that's still at 64% down. What you guys want to do is find a good, good support point. So like what we want to see is this catch back up and then break up and stay here. If it stays here, you guys, then it's a good buy. Then I would recommend taking a buy in, getting some entries in. But otherwise, stick to Trump's coin because it's got an actual uptrend trajectory where here we don't really see that at all. Right here, we just see a consolidation. So best solution here is to look for things that have an uptrend like this. And right now, the answer would be Trump coin. I would not put anything into Melania. I would wait it out and see what the market does and where it fully stabilizes before I take that risk. And it has a lot of mixed buy and sell signals. You can see that all day. Bro, I don't know if you saw this, but Trump token sometimes just has mad buys.
Oh yeah, dude. I saw
Like
that.
hours of buys, bro. Like literally, like look at all these, just buys, buys, buys. Look at that shit. I don't see a sell for a long time. And I thought it was bots, but you can tell it's regular people because they're all different wallets. And then on top of that, they're different numbers for the buys.
Yeah, variable, small and big.
It's not slowing down. This Trump mania is not slowing down for probably a couple weeks, you guys. I'd say you ride it and try to get the best you can out of it. A lot of people are asking, is it going to get to 50, 60, 70, 80? According to TA-Wise, it would because it's following an uptrend. It doesn't guarantee it, though. And again, it is a meme coin. So there's going to be a lot of catalysts that occur from regular users. Now, using Fib on this would be a little hard from Braden. He asked. Now, using Fib again would be hard just because we just started making some of these breakouts from the previous highs. Well, other way around. We just started getting down to the lows from the previous low. We're waiting for it to break out to the next high to be able to actually use the Fib retracement. For this case, I wouldn't use a Fib. I would just focus more on the channel, and I would focus more on the trend lines because that's actually what's going to tell us. Like, look at this. We had this position drawn. I think it was a couple days, maybe 2 days ago, and it has stuck to this. Like right now, it is a resistance for it. And as long as it breaks through this resistance and stays with the up channel, I think it's worth it. I wouldn't use Fib to make a decision. I would use trend lines on this specifically because it's a meme coin and it moves so damn fast compared to like a big asset like BTC or Ethereum.
Love it. That's a great breakdown, honestly.
Thank you, man, bro. I've been loving TA on meme coins. It's the easiest way to make those. It's just hard to trade them on leverage. Don't ever trade meme coins on leverage.
Yeah.
Never, people.
Only
like
trade spot, not leverage.
Yeah, bro. It's just too risky. It's too stressful. And it's way too scary. And there's so many stop loss hunts that you just don't see coming, you know?
Yep.
Let's see.
Absolutely.
Launch. Yeah, I did just launch on Coinbase. I think it's on almost every exchange now.
It's on every single exchange and every single DEX that is readily usable across the world, including Robinhood, Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, OKX, you name it. It's on there.
Like, that's insane, you guys, to think about. I know BTCC sent me a message yesterday saying it's on their platform. Weeks I said sent me a message. Bro, it's live. Like, people are not, this is not going to slow down for a bit. And if it does, you guys, it's okay because it shows you that much liquidity entered the market. Bro, remember this? It still has 453 million USDC.
Yeah, that's crazy. The pool is full.
Full, bro. 269 Trump token and 453 million USDC, everybody. Yeah, that is so insane.
And I think one other thing that you guys got to make sure you remember is, like, if you look at this screen quick, shout out Jake Gagan. He posted this earlier today, 500,000 views on his tweet. Fox News shilling Trump today. They broke down everything. They said launched on 9 p.m. Friday, hit a record 14 billion, available on Solana blockchain, trading on most exchanges. Like, he just got a free show. He's like, yo, Fox News, I need you guys to show my coin. And then they did that. So I don't know. You're not going to see mainstream media coverage for normies like Trump coin. It's the only place to see it. So yeah, man, it's exciting times. I don't know. I think the overall market sentiment is positive. Things are looking bullish. I'm hoping that we see a full breakout and then a nice consolidation. I want Bitcoin to cool off for a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I want it to like get to maybe 110, 115, cool off. I know we have big things coming from macro standpoint. So CPI, we'll see what the goals are with rates. How does inflation come? I think earnings are looking good so far for big tech because I always treat crypto like pseudo big tech. So if earnings come in good for tech, if macro comes in good, and then Bitcoin strategic reserve, I say we break 115, 120 and hold there. And then altcoin season begins February, March, April, May, June, and everyone prints. That's the goal for those positioned well.
It's pretty well said. Perfectly said. Just a patience game, everybody. And he said it earlier. We're early. I know it seems like we're not, but we're so freaking early. 6% of the world is using crypto. We're part of that 6%. There's still 94% remaining. And Ahmed, real quick, I was looking up the stat. 66% of the world has access to internet. So even if we remove the 9% or the 6% from that, so there's still 60% of the world that has access to internet that could be using crypto that still is not.
That's absolutely nuts. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time, guys. Just buckle in. I know today's a low momentum day because the price action is not positive. But I think, again, tomorrow we'll see how market opens. We'll see what inflows look like. But we saw a record $2.2 billion, record inflows now with the Trump presidency on the first day the market opened. So we'll see if that momentum and volume continue for the rest of the week. I'll try to run the stream earlier, not so late night, especially because I know for a lot of the US-based folks, like they got work in the morning and whatnot. So yeah, really appreciate your guys' support though. It's been a hell of a ride. Super fun.
I just want to answer this real quick. Just Will, you keep saying World Liberty Financial. What is your question, my boy?
So what Just Will is saying is we know World Liberty Financial is Trump's coin. The reason I don't like it right now, only accredited investors had the ability to invest into the early rounds. So they're going to have really easy exits. And that's what happens in traditional markets. Crypto, the whole point of crypto is to not go the traditional route of VC funding and make it more democratized, let people get entries equal to, like what Trump did with his meme coin. That's what you call a very successful DeFi-based launch. It's not a initial coin offering. It's just pure stealth, no marketing. Boom, here you go. So World Liberty, you're going to have big venture capital. You're going to have big, Justin Sun invested like $75 million. He's going to have very, very strong exits. It's going to be on every big exchange. It's going to be everywhere. But I think, again, a lot of people are unfortunately, they're going to probably be in a loss immediately that end up buying on launch day. It's overly hyped at this point. So I'd stay away from it. But then once it comes down and consolidates, that's when you get in. That's the best way to get into these coins if you see a long-term vision with its utility and the Trump administration over the next 4 years.
No, that was well said. That's couldn't have said it better. That was perfectly said.
Yep. So yeah, guys, I think we'll wrap it up. Before we do so, remember, folks, I pinned it to the chat right at the top. Just click it if you want to support Crypto Moses on his channel. He creates content every single day, very consistent, very good technicals. I would highly encourage you guys, check out his content, check out his channel. And yeah, hopefully we'll be back on more live streams very soon. I'll see tomorrow. A little tough in the morning, but I'm hoping maybe at least an afternoon stream instead of such late night. I did run some Twitter spaces. Those have been pretty successful with the Trump community. But yeah, guys, make sure you're following us here on YouTube. Subscribe to both channels, Crypto Moses, this channel, and we're also on Twitter. I don't know if I have your, I didn't pin it. Let me put it up here. This was me looking at distribution because people were asking about unlocks for TGE. We still have 3 months before Trump's team can even sell. So my thing is front run them, take the profits while they're marketing, and then in 3 months or maybe 89 days from today, start taking your profits. Crypto Moses.
That's well said. That's so smart.
Yeah. So there you go. Over on Twitter, real Crypto Moses on Twitter.
Just like real Donald Trump. That's where I stole the name from.
That's so funny. Now he's the president. Yeah, at the real Crypto Moses, and then his YouTube channel is at the Crypto Moses, which again I pinned to the chat. And yeah, at YourPop8 is my Twitter. If you guys want to follow me there, I'm very, very active on Twitter. I've been literally like live,
killing the Twitter game.
Yeah, most days, if not all the time. So appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. But that's all we had. It's midnight. I'm gonna go to sleep so I can wake up at a reasonable time. Got some things to take care of in the morning, but I'll be back tomorrow hopefully. And until next time, as always, keep investing.
Thanks, everyone.
Peace.